Yeah. We're here, guys. We're here. Just wait for a few coming in and then we'll get stuck in. Pouring rain here, man. It's raining. I had to bring my washing in. Scottish weather, that's what it is. Can't do nothing when it rains, Zoe. Can't do nothing when it rains. Yeah. Big news today, guys. Big up, Frode. Of course I'm up. I'm not the one that was sleeping. Yeah. Had to bring my washing in. It's pouring rain, mate. It's been hot all day today, but it's raining now. Yeah, so, anyway, as I said, guys, court tomorrow. It's tomorrow, and I get a phone call today offering me an out-of-court settlement from my solicitor, which I turned down straight away. And it was decent. I'm not going to say how much yet, but it was decent, and I said no. It's not about money. I don't want the money. I want these people to understand that they can't be doing this to people. They can't arrest people for no crime. But they're running scared now if they're offering me. It took them to the last day, right enough, but they're running scared. They know they've done wrong. And they're not going to get away with it for much longer. Because I'm not going to give up on it. I'm taking this the whole way. And I mean, we were into 4 figures, guys. And we were actually close to 5 figures. But I wasn't doing it anyway. It's not about money. It's about holding them accountable for what their actions are. But we'll get that sorted. I'll be at court tomorrow. Oh, I can hear them all shouting in the rain outside. What a shame, I'm inside now. So, has everybody else had a nice sunny day where they are? I would think they have, because it's been sunny all over Britain as far as I know. But it's absolutely pelting down here. Pelting down. My good friend was away at a football match yesterday. He enjoyed it. He's been busy. The Chelsea Legends, I think he said it was, against Bayern Munich. 4-0. Oh, guys, that's some rain, man. Wow. It's absolutely teeming down here. But what can you do? Yeah, anyway. It's mad, isn't it? I can hear them all speaking out there. Imagine standing out in that. Wow. Anyway, what were we going to talk about today? We were going to talk about, obviously, the court, but that's tomorrow. I'm going to be recording in the court. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to actually be able to get pictures, but I'll get audio, and I'll let you hear what's said tomorrow, guys. Because it's going to be, unless I can wear my glasses, maybe I can get away with wearing my glasses, and we might get pictures. We'll try that. But if they see that there's a camera, I'll have to take them off, obviously. But we'll see. But they need held accountable. Simple. And I wasn't accepting the money. But for a lawyer to phone me on a Sunday, I was surprised. I knew there was something wrong. I thought he was going to say, "Oh, you ready for tomorrow?" Blah blah blah. But it wasn't. It was an offer. But Forget them. Oh, I was away boating yesterday, guys. I was boating out on the loch at Loch Meadows, the Meadies. Broke my toe. Nothing new for me. Jumping off the pier. But it was all fun. It was all fun. So, Sunday night, time to get a few beers into me. I've been waiting a while for this today. Bro. Anyway, yeah. So, I think if I'm out court early enough tomorrow, it's right next to that police station where they arrested me. I might go back again just to annoy them. Know that I'm a beta like Frauder would call me, because he'll put me on his channel saying I'm a Frauder, eh? The beta. Aye, master beta. That's it, the only baiting he could call me. Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah. But I think actually he's made up with a few people, to be honest, that I've been speaking to. So I hope it's true. I'm sure we'll ask him. I'm sure he'll be about soon. But let's put a banner on actually. There we go. Sorry guys, I'm just sorting something here. 2 minutes. Is everybody hearing me alright? Because this mic keeps going on and off. I don't know. I need to get a new phone, Matt. I dropped this one. I mean, it's the iPhone 14 but Pro, but I dropped it, and it's no cracked the screen or that, but it's broken on the back. So I'm going to need to get a new phone. But anyway, who cares? Who cares? Guys, I'm going to take these and let you listen to this. Wait till you hear this. We'll go to the door and listen to this. Wow, guys, this is unreal. Listen to this. I'll actually turn the camera on so you can see. Give us a second, guys. Pelting off the road. That's crazy, yeah? Craziness. It's been sunny all day here as well. Not now, anyway. Not now. Yeah. But no do, it's just a storm, and then we'll get better weather again, eh? With some luck. With some luck. But I hope you are all getting the sun, guys, because I'm certainly not today anyway. Well, tonight anyway. I have been. That's why I was late. I had to go and get my washing in because it was outside and it was drizzly to start with, and I was like, oh, I can't leave that there. And then I brought it in, and it was pelting down by the time I got in. So I need washed again. There's not a lot we can do about that, though, is there? Yeah. What were we talking about? Oh, there's a few going about people, isn't there? You've got Gamer assaulting his mother, breaking her fingers. You've got what's the other one? Oh, there's a few. I mean, I'm not denying. I've committed crimes. I'm not denying it. But it's been years and years and years. But I mean, these people are still committing them, and that's the problem. And they're getting away with it because a lot of people don't care nowadays about what people do. Whereas it's different for me. I care. Big up, Michael. Hope you're good, pal. Hope you're good, Michael. Sign up, guys. Subscribe to Michael Bit of All Sorts channel, guys. Good guy. Yeah, there's just too many of them out there that are just that a lot of violence in it, you know. Brandon Mitchell, good to see you for a second time today, my friend. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, it's craziness. Who's turncoat in the chat? Product like, I am well, thanks. Been chilling, doing my thing. You always chill and do your thing, Michael. You're good at it. You take all your pictures about Nottingham and your videos, and they're good, mate. They're good. Keep them coming, brother. I like watching them. I like seeing that. Keep it going. Keep it going. Frodder in the turncoat in the chat. Get out the chat and come. Brandon, he's just playing as far as I know. He's just like that. He's just like that. You mean me? You cheeky bastard. I'll turncoat you in a minute. Turncoat. Oh, am I a frauder now? Is that what you're calling me? Turncoat. Turnkey, maybe. I can plenty of turnkeys. No problem, Michael. If you're busy, you keep going, brother. You keep going. Thanks for your support, Michael. Thank you, brother. Yeah. Ash, I don't know. Every time you come into this chat, you're arguing with somebody. What's going on now? Let us know. We can't talk about it if you didn't tell us what's going on. Us people want to know the ins and outs. Is he talking to you, Brandon, or me? He's some boy. But I don't think he's talking to me because I'm sure that I spoke to him 5-10 minutes ago. So I'm not sure. Unless he is talking about me. Brandon's okay, man. He's a good guy. He comes in it regular, but you're talking because he was on Gypsy's chat, aren't you? But I thought you and Gypsy wasn't too bad. Frodder, come on up here and explain to Brandon what you're talking about. Brandon, you want the link? You want to come up as well? It's up to yourself, brother. The link, come on, I'm going to put the link into the YouTube for MD that wants to come up as well. Give me a second, guys. There we go, YouTube. Right. Need to get off something I was watching earlier and go on to mine. I don't answer questions. You're like me, but he's not a cop. That's the difference. I don't answer questions. Brilliant. Oh, that's what he says. I get you. Right. Aye, but he's let's go, Brandon. Let's go. That's him, innit? The t-shirts. He's a good guy. He was on Rice Krispie earlier, and I was on, and it was quite good actually. Rice Krispie's one earlier. Shout out to Rice Krispie, by the way, guys. Thanks for making me a moderator, Rice Krispie. Appreciate it, brother. I always answer questions to members of the public, Frodder, but just not to coppers or government officials if I can help it at all. You know the crack yourself, but it's all a good bit of fun, man. This is YouTube. I don't know why people want to fall out all the time. It's just YouTube, guys. It's no life or death. It's different if people bring your family or your kids into it. That's different. Then I'll fight with people, but come on. We're all human. We're all equals. Let's just be friends and support each other. This community doesn't do enough of it over here. That's the problem. This community doesn't back each other over here. See, in America, somebody gets arrested, there's 5-10 people going to the police station to bail them out. Over here, you get arrested, they're telling the cops, kick his head in, punch his face. You know, they didn't even come to the police station to say, why have you arrested him, you know? It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't get it. I don't get it. But what can you do, eh? You just got to get on with it. You're on your own, as they say in this world at times, eh? Most of the time up here, especially in this community. But we just got to keep trying and trying, because you're not going to make any change. You can't make change on your own. That's why I reckon people should club together. And then you can maybe make some change, you know? Don't get me wrong, I made one change. I went to Glenrothes police station 3 times, and on the 3rd time they left me alone, but the first 2 times they were on top of me. The first time it took them a minute and a half, and the second time it was 5 minutes. But the 3rd time they just left me alone, so they get it. They get it. I think. I will go back eventually and see if they still leave me alone, like, but I'm going to leave it for a long time, you know. Wow, that rain's getting heavier and heavier. Maybe we should have done the stream in the rain, eh? Kind of wee bit singing in the rain. I don't know. Frodo, are you awake? Or are you in a bacon roll? Some boy. But that's my fault, guys. 10 minutes late today. The washing, I had to. But the thing about it is, I can't show you anything because I don't know how to. That's why I use Ash to come up and show me how to do it. He tells me how to do it, and then I can show you things and things like that. But there's not a lot we can do without it. But and then Joe, if you're listening, Joe, thanks for last night, brother. I appreciate you coming on and help me, bro. My man was away at the match, so I needed help, and you done it. I appreciate it, bro. I maybe shouldn't have called you by your real name, but anyway, Joe. TJ, I'll call you. I don't. This screen, man, on my head. Here we go. That's it. Sorry, guys. It's this. Oh, I need to get a new phone tomorrow, man. I've dropped this, and it's mic's on and off, on and off. But the wine's going doing well as well. Anyway, what we're going to say there about I don't answer questions. That's what you again. Oh, that's the same one. Sorry. I read it again. Let's put some that up there for a start. Anyway, yeah. I watched a few videos today. I watched one for Yorkshire with the cops. This young boy, I think he was 15. I think they said, and they smashed him off his moped, and they put him right through a fence. They hit him with a car light, put him right through the fence, broke his leg. Oh, they're going to be in deep trouble. I don't think they knew he was young, eh? I mean, I didn't even know if he was doing anything. Well, obviously at 15 he would be doing something illegal, but he had L plates and that up, helmet on, so how would they have known he was young, eh? But they smashed him off it, broke his leg, man, it's crazy. Crazy. But there'll be no comeuppance for the police officer, obviously. He'll get away with it. They'll probably charge the young boy kenning the police. But at the end of the day, we can't all do that, eh? We can't all do that. That's the wrong one. That's the one I want to do. Where am I? That one. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if we hit somebody with a car and broke their leg, we'd be jailed right away. So I don't get why they get away with it. They're all laughing outside in the rain, the idiots. Probably got a bottle of wine with them like me, yeah. Great fun. Anyway, what was I going to say? See, I think of things to say and then I say something else and then I forget, you know. I'm a bit Dolly Dimple like that, guys. Just a wee bit. Or maybe a big bit, but I'm not going to say anything else. I'm a big bit Dolly Dimple. Oh, I got a surprise yesterday, guys. My wife turned up with my son. I was shocked. Shocked yesterday morning. I was actually still asleep. But I mean, me, where I live, I don't lock my door because I'm the toughest guy in the street. So she just walked in and my son, oh man, it was great. Good to see him. It was. But you can only do what you can do. Yeah, I didn't want to pressure it. Just let them come when they come. I'm not going to go chasing because, I mean, I can go there anytime I want, but I just would rather leave it to them. I didn't want to cause any upset with her. She's upset with me all the time as it is, so it doesn't matter. That's why I don't live with her. It's all good though, innit? It's all good. Ash, get your bacon roll down and get on here because I'm lost without you. Come on. And don't be talking about frauditors. Come on. Oh, wait a minute. You are frauditor. How can you not talk about him, eh? Great. Guys, we've got some merch coming soon. It's getting designed now. We've got t-shirts, hats. They're all going to be free. I'm going to be handing them out free, guys. Stickers, t-shirts, hats. What else did we do? I think we done some cups. Everything's going to be free, guys. They'll be handed out. I don't want any money for the channel. I told you that for day one. But we're going to do it. I have a good friend helping me do it who knows people that do this. So that's what it's all about. We'll get it done and we'll get it sorted. As soon as they arrive, we'll do a live stream and we'll get them handed out. We'll get places to send them to for you or wherever you want them. But yeah, I've been meaning to do it for a while, to be honest, but because I want to go to these audits with Tyrantsearcher t-shirts on and YouTube hats and things like that, just to annoy the cops, you know. And I don't mean annoy them as in to bait them. I mean so they know what's going on. Because when they ask you a question, what you doing, it's pretty obvious if you're wearing a YouTube hat and a YouTube t-shirt with Tyrantsearcher on it, isn't it? You know? So, but that's just, some cops are that dumb they wouldn't even realise anyway. I mean, and I've said it lots of times in this, I don't hate coppers. My uncle's a copper in Arbroath. But I just hate bad police officers that don't do their job right. I don't do it. If they would do their job right, I would leave them. I wouldn't need to go back. And I can only sort out my own places about this area first. I stay in Fife now. I'm actually from Perth, but I stay in Fife. So there's no point in me going all over the country till I can make changes here. And then I have been to Perth a couple of times. I've done the prison and I've done the police station. But the prison was a cracker because they were trying to fling me out and that, and I wouldn't leave. And they phoned the police, and the police educated them over the phone. They wouldn't even come out. They educated them over the phone. The supervisor just drove away, man. He was gutted. I said, aye, they told you, didn't they? It's a public place. Because the reception in a prison is public until you go through the metal detectors. because that's where all your leaflets are for the public and where the public wait. But they try to tell you it's not, but it is. It is. It's the same in any public building, isn't it? Really. Sorry, guys. I'm drinking that wine too fast. I need to put it down. That's why I'm not talking as much. It's a wee bottle of white red wine tonight, boys. I actually bought a load last night, but I only had 2 cans last night when I was on the stream. I don't know why I even bought it last night, but I did. But it was good. I think it was because Joe was talking so much, and with me and Joe both being Scottish, we can understand each other a lot better, eh? We can say words that other people maybe wouldn't know. So that's what happens. But it was good fun. It was good fun. So court tomorrow. It doesn't start till 12. I think it's because it's a civil case. But I think the offer came today because the police do not want to go to court because they know what they've done. Because at the end of the day, in Scotland, they have to ask the Procurator Fiscal if they're allowed to charge you. And I don't think they got permission. That's why they undertook me to appear and put me on a bail from the police station. Because when I turned up at court, they handed me a sheet of paper saying there's no crime being committed. You're not needed at court. There was never a crime. So I think the cops knew that all along, and I think that's why they're trying to settle now. Because they're going to have to deal with the Procurator. It's the same court, the Procurator Fiscal, that actually probably told them no. So I think it was a substantial amount of money that for me, guys. But as I've said, it's not about money. It's not about money at all for me. I'm not interested in the money. A bit of retraining for them would suffice me. On photography laws, obviously, in public. But they don't understand that. They're the GDPR holders. It's their duty to hide people's private information. The only blind that was open was the one where they were standing where they keep all the information. And I didn't even get any on camera, which I've shown on film. And all I got was a police officer in a yellow coat standing at the window pointing at me. That's all I got. And I got 2 hours in the back of a police van at Dunfermline, and then they took me to Livingston police station for 12 hours. Looked at my phone, seen there was nothing on it, and still charged me. But then released me straight away. It was weird. It was weird. Craziness, man. Craziness. But we'll see what happens, eh? I don't know. I don't think these cases finish in one day. I think they go on for a while. I think they could take maybe a week or so, but they don't do them every day, obviously. You'll go in, because they're police officers, you'll go in one day and then they'll maybe say come back this day, that day. You know, it takes a wee bit of time. You usually get a lot of police officers on holiday when you're meant to hear them at court, eh? Never fails. Oh, well, that officer's on holiday. That officer's it. I actually caught an officer. She was filming. She had they've got mobile phones here. They don't have body cams in Scotland. Well, we were talking about it last night. They're trialling 2,000 out of 16,500 officers, but they're trialling it. They've not done it yet. They're trialling it. The only ones that have them are the firearms officers. So what they've got is they've got a mobile phone that they type all your information and that into now, right? So she had it out. She was filming because she turned it on a film. She turned it to the side. She was filming, blah blah blah. So I done a subject access request for that, and I got a letter back for the professional standards. You know, we checked her phone. There's nothing on it, and they gave me her name and number, but nobody takes their phone out and carries on. They're filming and taking pictures, and there's nothing on it unless you deleted it, which is a crime. You know, it's not right. It's not right. But I've got the video for court anyway to show them that she done it. So when she denies it in court, I'll get my lawyer to show them it. So we'll see what happens there, because she should be charged with deleting evidence if that's the case. Well, there was obviously wasn't any evidence because I hadn't done anything. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. It's no fair. My poor wee sister, she's still in the middle of getting charged for all this. They charged her with being the getaway driver, a suspected getaway driver, and a terrorist under the Terrorism Act because we were filming at a police station. My sister's never been stopped by the police. That was the first time in her life. You could hear her in the video crying and that. I was like, oh, shut up, you. But she's okay, man. She's fine. But that wasn't the end of it for her either, guys. They went to her house and raided it, looking for stuff on the internet. And they said they had a warrant, but she was down at my house in Fife. She stays up in Blairgowrie, guys. And she was at my house in Fife. It was her two young kids that were in. I think one's 16 and one's 17. And they didn't know the difference because they've never been in trouble, obviously, either, because she's a straight peg. So they let them in. And the warrant that they gave them was a stop and search warrant, which you can't get now because you can't stop and search people in the street without suspicion of a crime. There's a stop and search warrant, but they never found anything. They wanted to take all the electrical devices and that, but they got nothing. Nothing. But my sister was embarrassed because she stays in a posh area there. And she was embarrassed. Oh, cops, and they were all plain clothes, no badges, no nothing. But you could tell they were police, obviously, because I seen pictures, but it's crazy, man. She'd never committed a crime in her life and they want to do that. I just don't get it. I don't get it at all. But that's just the way it is, isn't it? She's related to me, that's the way they're looking at it, you know? But I mean, I've not committed a crime since 2008. Well, I'm lying. I've been arrested 3 times since 2008. But I've never, ever been put in front of a judge because they were all dropped before I got to court because there was no crime. But what can you do about that? You've just got to go on with it. You can't beat the ride, but you can beat the charge. That's the way I always say it, you know? You've just got to just keep your trap shut when you speak to cops. It's hard. That's hard because I get angry at times with the things they say to you and they're telling you, oh, but we think you've done this. Thinking I've done this doesn't mean I've done it. You need reasonable, articulable suspicion that I've done it. And they seem to stand there and look at you as if you're stupid and say, what are you talking about? You're suspicious. We want your name and that. Suspicion is not a crime, officer. It's not a crime. But. Never mind, but. Just get on with your job and do it right. Why is this happening, man? It's putting it on the wrong hands. Sorry, guys. It's missing that one for some reason. There we go. Cops always work on feelings, and that's what I don't like. I call them that to their face. You're not the feelings police at the end of the day. You're here to uphold the law, and you're meant to look after the public. No, they work for all these big companies. They help them more than they help us. I mean, Scotland's different because the bailiffs and that. You chase the bailiffs through your door in Scotland. You don't need to let them at your door. You can just tell them to F off. I'll not swear, guys, but you can tell them to F off, and they've got to. Same with TV licence them all. You don't need to deal with any of them in Scotland. It's crazy. I very rarely deal with the police when they come to the door. I just tell them. The only time I've done it at the door was when I was in my breakdown, and it was a welfare check. And over 100 people had been in touch saying the police are on their way to you, the police are on their way to you, we're worried about you, we're worried about you. I'm like, I'm okay now, man. My neighbour got me and sorted me out. So when the police came, I just told them that, And in fact, he worked with my uncle. That's how. It's on one of the videos if you read it. Oh, I know Ronnie, he says. I know Ronnie. I worked with Ronnie up in Arbroath, he says. And these two cops were good cops. They'd done their job right. They were worried. They were worried that it was okay. And they were, do you need anybody to come and sit with you? Can we get anybody for you? I said, no, I'm fine, man. I'm okay. That was 6 o'clock this morning, and it's now 8 o'clock at night or something. Nuts, man. Nuts. But what can you do? What can you do when you live in the zoo? Brandon, you'll know who says this. What can you do when you live in a zoo? And how do you like them apples? My big pal Torb, eh? How you doing, Torb? Thanks for being in last night as well, Torb. Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, Scotland and England laws are much the same. They're just slightly different. There's a couple that are slightly different, and that's it. So I stay in Scotland just now because I know a wee bit more. But obviously, I don't know all the laws. I don't know half them. But I try and stick to the ones I do know, and then it keeps you right. But after tomorrow, my lawyer said the court case, and then I can start videoing again. So as soon as that starts, I'm out videoing again, guys. So I'll probably do one tomorrow again. I've got one that I've no edited from the station where I was arrested twice, but I'm going to keep that back. I wasn't arrested again, but I did get an interaction. I'm going to keep that for after the whole case, because if I put one out during the case, it might jeopardise it a wee bit, you know. So, look, Ash, you want to hurry up because Brandon's wanting you to explain what you're going on about, big fella. Come on. Get up here. Get the bacon roll down and get up. If it's a bacon roll, or did you chop the cop up and eat them? That's bacon as well, isn't it? 2 minutes, guys. I need to pour another wine because I drunk that one too quick. Guys, if anybody wants to say anything, just say it in the chat and we'll talk about it, guys. There's no problem. It's just a general chit chat, basically, just because court's coming up tomorrow, and I wanted to let you know that I'm going to try and record it with my glasses, but I'm going to definitely record the audio. So we need to get it done. I want you to know what these guys are saying, and see, when I go into court and they ask me, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? I'm not going to answer. I'm not even going to answer when they call my name, because that's not my name. My name is not James Irvin in capitals. That's what my parents put on my birth lines, but that's not me. I live under the Declaration of Arbroath as my big pal. I'll not give your real name, Outlaw King, my big pal, taught me about the Declaration of Arbroath, and I live under that. It's freedom. Freedom for the Scots. I think it's 1713, did you say? Outlaw, I'm not sure. 17. Sorry, guys. Big up UK Transparency, my friend. Big up. Living in a zoo eating apples. I can't you like that one. Yeah, I agree, UK Transparency. It is impossible. Wine is a sipper, not a downer. But I down it because I'm an idiot. That's why. Yeah, UK Transparency, you're definitely. They have no power to force entry, only peaceful entry. Yes, so if you leave your door open, UK, or that, they can walk in. Is that the crack? Aye, because I wasn't 100%. But I know if I open the door to them in Scotland and they say, "Oh, we're here," well, I didn't get hay debts, but if I did, and I opened the door and they're like, "Oh, we're here to collect money for this or that," I just say like, "Beat it," and shut the door, and then they would just walk away. So I'm not sure if it's the same with you guys down there, Stuart. Yeah, if you allowed them to come in. Yeah, no, I would never allow them to come in. Never, never. I'm not one of them. But I don't have debt anyway. But you know what I mean. I've seen it with other people. It's like the TV license. I mean, I don't watch TV. I watch YouTube all the time, so I don't need a TV license. They only want it for BBC anyway, ain't they? For the BBC. But that's another thing. I call television because they only put on what they want you to believe, innit? I think you're eating apples right now, Fraud, are you? Living it as you eating apples. That's Todd saying, that's my pal, Big Todd. I like Todd. Eh? What could you do? Do, do you know UK transparency, right? How long, like, a civil case would take? I know it's not going to be finished in one day, I know that. And they don't do it day after day, so they just give you other dates when you go up. Have you done a civil case before? Or anyone in the chat, actually. I'm not just talking to UK, but I know UK knows a lot about things like that. That's why I'm asking. know that, know that I'm bothered because I'm going to full hog with it. I'm going the full hog because you have to. It comes from taxpayer, not. Oh, the money. But then I refused the money. I said that to you. I refused the money. You know that. They offered me it today, and I refused it. It's funny how they left it to the last day before court, though, to offer it, eh? And it was a lot more than any that they lot got down in Yorkshire. Brilliant, UK, brilliant. You see that? I had one a few years ago called me and said he was going to break in. I said, I hope so, because I'll put him face down on the ground and hold him there till the police arrive. He hasn't been or called back in 5 years. Brilliant, UK. Brilliant. Brilliant. No, my solicitor wanted me to take the money because the amount it was. I told you what they offered me, remember? They wanted to give me, you'll not believe this, guys, but you know what they offered me for, I done 12 hours in the station and 2 hours in a van. They offered me £7,000, guys, to drop it. I said no. I said no. I maybe shouldn't be saying that on here because if they see that, they might not be happy that I've released that, but I'm not caring. Can take months, yeah, and years, yeah. I thought that, UK, I did think that. My solicitor wanted me to take it because it's not my own solicitor, it's the one that my solicitor put me on to for down here, eh? No, it's the one for Dundee, sorry, it's Cairden Vaughan. Cairden Vaughan, I'm saying for Fife, it's for Dundee, Cairden Vaughan. But they would have got a percentage of that, so it's no about, I don't want money. And I'll say that in the court, I do not want money. I just want these officers retrained so they don't do it to other people. That's all I want. That's all I want. And then if they start telling lies in court and that, I've got all the proof with videos, etc. Then we'll take it for there. Fuck you for all that, are you, dick? How many bottles of wine could I get with £7 grand? Probably one good one, mate. One good one. Yeah, the money would be nice. I'm not disputing that. But to me, as I've always said to everybody, only you can only find it. I've only ever had one case, but I know it wouldn't have gone any further than that. Yeah, but the thing was, right, my lawyer has advised me, because I told them that I was doing a video for YouTube and didn't catch any information, etc. I was actually reporting on 2 police officers that had been arrested for attacking a person, and they didn't know this person had a light bulb camera. The guy got 18 months, and he came out, and he took the camera to the police, and the officers got done with perjury, assault to severe injury. They hit him and his wife. False arrest, false imprisonment, kidnapping, and that's what I was reporting on. And I didn't tell the police all of that. Obviously, I just said I'm telling a story for YouTube, is what I said, and that wasn't good enough for them. They still arrested me. So my lawyer said, "Well, you advised them what you were doing. So basically, it comes down that they've kidnapped you because you hadn't committed a crime, and you'd told them you were there making a video, which isn't illegal, obviously." So he's saying, my friend, the lawyer, would have probably said go the whole way, but this lawyer for Cairnvaughan said take the money. But I said no, I'm not taking the money. I don't want the money. Money's not going to make me happy, is it? It's not going to change anything. They're still going to do the same to other people because they're not going to go to court for it. Simple. And that's the way I see it. If they don't have to go to court for their actions, like if me and you kidnap somebody, we're looking at 20 years. So they kidnap somebody and they get a slap on the wrist and didn't even get taken to court. You know what I mean? It's just not right. It's not right at all, guys. It's not right at all. It's not right. But we'll see. I might lose the case at the end of the day. They might go with it, but it's a judge, isn't it? They're all Freemasons. They might go with each other. So we'll just have to play it by ear and take it as it goes at the end of the day. That's all we can do. Wait a minute, guys. This phone's doing my nothing again. It's back. Sorry. A lot, is it? Yeah, they just want a lot payout because the longer it goes, yeah. I get you, UK Transparency, yep. They're wanting a quick finish, get their money in away, yeah. But to be honest, the company I've used in Fife since I came here for the other arrests, I've never appeared in front of a judge because I've always had it dropped before I got there. To the court. The time I walk into the court, it's always been dropped. So it's crazy how they can do that. But obviously, I don't want to appear in front of a judge because I don't consent to any of the rubbish. But we can only go with what we can go on, and I'm not letting this lie because at the end of the day, if they're doing that to me when they knew I was filming, I had a body cam on as well, so they knew I was filming, and they still done it. Oh, the charges were dropped by the time I went to court, UK. I got arrested on Boxing Day 21, the first time, and then I went. As I said, I got 2 hours. I was in the back of the police van at Dunfermline for 2 hours. They wouldn't take me inside, so I was in the back for 2 hours. Then they took me to Livingston Police Station for 12 hours, and then they released me with an undertaking to appear, which they have to get permission from the Procurator Fiscal to actually press the charge on you. So by the time I got to court on the 20th of January, there was a letter waiting for me when I went into the court for the Procurator Fiscal saying, look, there's no charges, there was no crime committed. So they must have known that for the start because They have to get permission. I don't know if yours isn't called a procurator fiscal, is it? Big up, Sea Dog Sniffer, my friend. Good to see you. Yeah, as I was saying there, they're not trying to prosecute me. I'm prosecuting the police or my sister. Yeah, but what they're saying is her lawyer's laughing about it because mine's dropped. But I don't know if the procurator fiscal knows it's been dropped against me that they're charging her because it was separate charges. They didn't charge her there and then. They waited a couple of weeks and went and charged her. You know? But I think that's because mine was dropped that they done that. I think that was just a get back clause at me, yeah. But we'll see. But her solicitor from Perth, he's laughing. He's like, there's no way they can charge you with that. There's no way on earth that you can be charged with that. That's it. You hear me now?
Tyrant?
Ash.
Yep. Audio, picture, all good.
Right, brilliant, mate. I couldn't hear you. I took myself off and put you on for some reason.
Yeah, I didn't realise I had to change my audio settings then.
You were in a bacon roll. Stop lying.
Yeah, well, and that too.
And
Yeah, I
an
got
apple.
and an apple.
But we'll not go into that right now, eh?
Nope.
Anyway, what's happening with you, big man?
Not much. Just making a drink.
What are you drinking? Is it alcohol?
No. Just
Oh, come on, Ash.
No, I'm
What's
just on
going
the
on?
coffee. I'm on the coffee. I'm on the
Oh,
hard
you're
stuff tonight.
recovering, aren't you? You're recovering the hangover.
Yeah, I am. I'm still smashed from last night.
He was
I
on the
woke
double
up. I
whiskies
literally
and that
woke
guy.
up pissed as a mattress this morning.
Brilliant. Here, you'll be
Yeah.
back to that hotel now.
Well, no, it's like I went to the Chelsea football game, Legends
Yeah.
match it was,
I didn't tell
and
people where you were, so I'll let you do that when you go, brother.
yeah, it's it cost me a total of 700 quid in the end, right?
Mm-hmm. But that was
Hospitality,
VIP.
hotel.
That was VIP.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and I managed to meet some of the players as well, so that's
Mm-hmm.
good. And
Stayed in the Chelsea hotel.
yeah, stayed at the Chelsea hotel. That was 300 bloody quid.
700 quid, guys, for a game of football. This guy's off his nut,
Yeah,
isn't he?
and then after the game, obviously I drank a bit too much before. So and after I had a chat with the police. I said so. First thing I said, look, just imagine, right? This was a police station, for example, right?
Yeah.
But it's not. It's a football stadium. But wouldn't you say that this was private property? Yeah, wouldn't you say that? Is that what you would say if
It's
we was at a
private
police station?
property, but it's got public access,
Yeah,
isn't it?
and that's exactly what they said. Yeah, but no, it's a public place, and all that blah blah blah. I said, yeah, but you wouldn't say that, if we were to go to a police station, would you?
But it is a public place, a police station, isn't it?
So I spoke to this Pakistani guy, yeah,
Yeah.
and he's not long just arrived, a month, and he is an asylum seeker, and
He's
he
working
got thrown in.
already, though, isn't he?
And he's working. He's only been in the country for a month, and he's thrown in a yellow jacket. I don't believe these badges are even real.
Well, let's ask the viewers, right? Does anybody know how
But
long it
I've
takes
got some video. Hold on, sorry, Tyrant. Go on.
On you go. On you go.
No, go on.
I was just going to ask if anybody knew how long it took to get your SIA badge.
But yeah, this guy has he's been in this country for a month. Yeah, he's in a yellow jacket already, and but he showed me some videos of him on YouTube as well.
He was a nice guy, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he said it's more the reason why he's here is more of a political reason, and they are, he said, look, it's I had to go. It was either that or they're just gonna kill me.
He had to leave, or they were going to kill him because the government, because his videos like.
Yeah.
See, these countries have got no qualms about getting you taken out. You know that yourself.
So yeah, he was trying to kind of expose what was going on. I could show you some of these videos at another time, but I want to go through them, translate them into English.
Yeah.
And but yeah, very interesting story.
Mm-hmm. Well, now I've got an exclusive. What's the crack with you and Brandon?
Oh, don't worry about that, turncoat.
I don't answer questions.
I don't answer questions. Is that not what they would say?
Kim, I get on all right with Brandon. I'm not going to say anything bad about him. He's a good guy to me. But I get on great with you as well.
Well,
and you
obviously,
don't tell me not to speak to people, so that's why other people shouldn't do it to each other.
The human rights, covers me to do what I'm allowed to do.
Yeah, obviously, but it's freedom of expression. You're allowed to say what you want about people, the same as the auditors are allowed to say what they want about people.
Yeah.
You can cut their videos up. It's no problem. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But you don't cut them up. You just reinvent them, basically.
Yeah.
But some people don't get that. But they're going to get a shock very shortly.
Aye. So how many? Just think, Tyrant. How many bottles of wine you can get for that offer that you've received?
I don't want the money. I'll just beg you for money for wine. You'll give me $7,000. You'll be all right.
Aye. Yeah, big up Sea Dog. He's in the house.
Aye, Sea Dog's in. Big up, man. He's a good guy. He's definitely a good guy. I was speaking to Pegasus. He was on Friday, mate.
Friday night. Yeah.
Aye. I thought it was Saturday, remember, because I asked you.
Yeah, I didn't know. I can't remember what day it was. I thought it was another one this week, but no, he did on Friday, didn't he?
But with my knee on Friday, mate. So That was the problem with me.
Yeah.
I think we done a wee live on Friday night, did we? No, me and Joe, didn't we? Or no, that was last night. Yeah.
Yeah,
Were you on Friday?
I wouldn't have. I couldn't have joined you last night because it was just too noisy in the
Yeah,
hospitality
you
area.
said that you were going to come on, and then it was a bit noisy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Too
But there
much
was
singing
free
at that
food.
football.
So with your hospitality at Chelsea, you get free food, unlimited food, and also free beers, free wines, bottles of wine as well, and everything. You know, it's
Is it
all on the
unlimited
house.
drink?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll pay 700 the next time because I could drink more than that.
Yeah, and I managed to get 4 match day programs as well. But after the game, I offered somebody a program, and they didn't want one, right? And then they all jumped on me. It's as if to think, can I have a program? I'm like, yeah, you can have a program. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, you can have one. You can have one. So I
You're
dished
out
them
of
out in the end.
order. You could have kept
Right.
one for me. You're out of order.
No, yeah, I've got 2. I've still got 2.
Oh, you're a good
But
lad. You're
I
a
went
good
back and
lad.
got another. I went back and got another couple. But they,
What were they
you know,
charging? About 5-6
well,
quid a program.
no, it was all free.
But what did they
But
normally
they were
charge? I mean,
£10. So
£10.
I had so I had like 70 quid's worth of programs in the end. 80,
Wow.
70, 80 quid, yeah.
See, at St Johnston, it's like a fiver, mate.
Aye.
A fiver, and it's only £24 to get in.
Yeah, there was pitch invader at the end, and
You told me, aye.
Security ran on, rugby tackled and
They didn't rugby tackle the kid though, did they?
no, because they didn't want to do that, but they did stop, and then he tried to run away again, but yeah.
Oh, did you see the incident with Grealish?
No.
The fan ran on and punched him in the face.
Oh, talking about faces, have you seen Flintoff's?
Who?
Freddie Flintoff.
What happened with him?
Car crash.
Oh, he's in about what way? That he does that thing now, doesn't he? That Clarkson used to do, didn't he?
Top Gear, yeah.
Is that what it happened? Aye.
Yeah.
Is that a bad thing? Like, is he in a bad way?
Yeah, it was. He's lucky, very lucky. Because if you go back from Hammond when he had that crash, he's very lucky too.
Hammond was lucky to live. Hammond
Yeah.
was lucky to live because he was trying to break the speed record of the world, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Hammond.
I think so. Yeah, remember.
That's what he was trying to do, but the car disintegrated, man. He was really lucky, man. Really lucky.
Yeah, scarred for
I
life.
like wee Hammond, the wee hamster. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
But I love Clarkson too, and he done the right thing, punching the producer right in the face.
Yeah.
Well, it was his show. It was Clarkson that started all that. He had that going and sold it to them. No, the whole business. He sold them the idea, and they took it and made millions off him. But he's made multi-millions. That guy, he's minted.
You want to go and audit his farm?
His farm is actually smart. Have you seen it? You seen the wee boy that gives him cheek? The wee guy that works for him. What do you know about farms? He says to Clarkson, what do you know about farms? I'm the farmer. Evening, Miss Pegasus. Nice to see you. She's speaking to you too, Froda.
Oh, we've got a pest in the chat, have we? Oh, no, I mean a guest. No, I mean a guest. Yeah.
That's all, friend. You behave yourself.
Big up,
Miss Pegasus.
Pegasus.
I missed Friday. I was at the hospital, Miss Pegasus. And Froda told me it was Saturday, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought it was Saturday. I was in there Friday, yeah.
So I'm blaming him.
Yeah.
And
I was about 10 minutes late. I got a late notification as well for that one.
Ash, how'd you like them apples?
Green.
I like the red ones better. See, right across the road, my mate, he's got an apple tree, a pear tree. Vandal know him, Mark. He's got an apple tree, a pear tree, a plum tree. Oh.
Oh, yeah, I might enjoy that. I might enjoy it, Miss Pegasus, to be honest. You know?
He really would enjoy that, Miss Pegasus. So watch what you're saying to him. He'll be loving that.
And I hope you're looking after Mr. Pegasus as well. Yeah,
Oh,
I was in the chat. I was in his chat though, but yeah, I didn't want to kind of go up that one. I thought I'd have a kind of night off and going up on panels for that. I can't remember what reason it was, but yeah, it's like tonight I'm absolutely shattered. You know, I literally just got back from London. I got up this morning, got ready, and I just fucking left early in the morning, and thought no point hanging about because you know it's like
Yeah.
the
Well,
weather yesterday was 32, 33 degrees.
are
It was
you
hot
raining now?
yesterday. We've had a bit of rain today.
Man,
Not
he's
much.
pelting down here. It's pelting down.
Yeah, it's gonna start cooling down now.
Right.
Weather's starting to cool down now.
Pegasus as well. He's cooking the dinner. You've got him well trained, Miss Pegasus.
Aye, yeah.
I
It's
don't cook.
Pegasus on
I,
washing up duty.
there's my man Outlaw. How you doing, brother? Nice to see you.
Was that Clarkson?
He's talking about parts from his reason. I didn't know Top Gear in the 90s stopped. Insurance companies wouldn't insure him because the amount of crashes he had. He stopped giving the BBC insurance altogether. Right? Is that true? Aye. But he still deserved to punch the producer right in the face, I think.
Hmm.
Definitely. And this is the guy I was telling you that was telling me about the Declaration of Arbroath guys. And he knows all about it. He's a real great guy. And if you ever want to know about Scottish law, that's the man to tell you. That's the man to tell you. Real good guy. But, I mean, he only stays a few miles from me, so we're quite lucky. If I
Yeah,
need
you want to
any
get down
information.
auditing his farm?
Where is his farm? Gloucester.
Sort of around there, innit? I think. I'm
Aye,
not sure.
it's about there, aye. It is. But, what do you think he would do if we were doing there on? He'd come out and punch me in the face. And I'm noise producer, you know? But what can I don't think Top Gear's the same without them, though. They made it. They've got a lot of idiots who do it sometimes. Don't get me wrong, I like Freddie Flintoff, I'm not saying that, but you've got some idiots on it that are not got a clue.
Where I'm from, Somerset, you get Jensen Button in Froome because that's where he's from. You see, sort of
Jensen Button.
around this time, yeah, summertime usually. Here they go out in this F1 car and they close it all off for him. But yeah, doesn't normally do that now. But
My daughter stays in Thornton, Outlaw. My daughter stays in Thornton, that's why I was in Thornton, aye. And they cops stopped just to speak to somebody and parked in the middle of the road with an unmarked car. It's a
yeah,
joke. You know
you know,
what I
he
mean?
hasn't. I don't think he did it this year, Jensen Button, for some reason. But the last couple of years he has.
Does he do it most years like?
Well, I don't know. I'm not. I haven't been down to Somerset for quite some time, but
There's
yeah,
our pal in. Big up Pegasus.
because that's where he's from, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Froome.
He's from there, aye. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of the drivers based in England. A lot of the companies, the car companies, you know what I mean? They're based in England, so they train there, eh?
Yeah, but if you want, it's also a good spot for looking out for celebrities as well, because you get a lot of people in Somerset,
Didn't Clarkson guy
like Street,
right in the street? Yeah,
Glastonbury.
don't.
Glastonbury's usually good for sightseeing with celebrities. You got obviously Froome and
Well, we're going
Somerton.
to Glastonbury next year, aren't we?
Glastonbury. Yeah, well,
We're
Glastonbury
going.
tickets ain't hard. You know,
We're,
Glastonbury tickets for me ain't hard to get. I know someone that knows the chap.
well, that's what we want. Remember, we agreed we're all going to go. Me, you, and Pegasus. We're going to have a party. I'll bring plenty of wine, guys.
Yeah, but if you're going to go down to Glastonbury, obviously expect
I'll bring,
rain and mud, and that's what they're known for now.
I'll bring my welly boots. I'm Scottish. I'll bring my welly boots. You know, the welly boots will be out, and the raincoat We'll bring the yellow raincoat with the big hood and all that, just to annoy people.
And have you
You're
heard
coming.
that
Sorry,
Miley
Miss Pegasus,
Cyrus,
I forgot about you. Sorry, yeah.
Miley Cyrus has shared her divorce story now.
Did she get divorced, like?
Yeah, go and read up about it. That was
I didn't
she did
watch
that.
but I didn't watch
Yeah, yeah.
mainstream TV. You see, I just
She
watch
did that
YouTube. It's got to
before,
be on
just
there.
before her performance as well.
Wow.
From my understanding.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that happening. Who's that?
Don, you alright, son?
Turn the light on, Don. I'm on a live stream, bro.
Oh, sorry, son. I'm just
No.
not really the bus stop, but what are you right?
It's fine, man.
No, I just need to go and see something at the bus station.
Right, I'll see you when you come back, bro. One of my pals came in there, guys, for a second. He's just away at the bus station to meet somebody, I think. It's just round the corner.
Yeah, it's trying to get Glastonbury tickets on general sale is very difficult though as well.
Big up, TJ Burger Boy. How you doing, my friend? Thanks for last night coming on and helping me, bro, when I couldn't get the wee frauditor, dude.
You want to get up here, you little wee sausage?
The link's in the description for MD that wants to come up.
Oh, is it? You got the link in the chat. If you scroll further up, obviously it
Is
is
it
up
still
there.
there? Can you see Ash? Aye.
Yeah.
Is it still there? Aye.
Yeah, it's still there in the chat.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's pissing down in Fife. You'll be the same, Outlaw. It's pouring the rain, isn't it? Really heavy. But what can you do when you live in a zoo, eh? You say the rest.
Yeah, I flew my drone over Glastonbury tour.
You flew your drone where?
Yeah, so I managed to take it. It was about 1,500 meters away from me. I managed to get it that far out. Great views.
Are you allowed to take that far out? Aye, yeah, eh?
Yeah, I had extenders and all that on my controller as well. So, and I went up to Dunkery Beacon as well, near Minehead, and yeah, I went up into the clouds there. You know, about 50 meters high.
Yeah.
You know, into the clouds, so not too far up, but yeah, that's a nice place to go and fly your drone as well, Dunkery Beacon.
Still raining here, Outlaw. It's been hot here all day as well, Pegasus, but tonight it's not.
You want to get down? You want to get down Cheddar as well, Cheddar Gorge.
Is that nice down there? Aye.
Yeah, get flying your drone down there.
I need to get a drone first. That's the problem. I've not got in yet. I'm going to get in though, definitely, because they're handy. You know, you can do your business with it. Look, there you go, Ash. That's for you.
Are the drone laws same or different over in Scotland? What are they like? You know,
they're exact same, but I thought it was only like 50 meters from the 50 meters for the building, 50 meters for people is as close as you're allowed to get, but I don't know how high you're allowed to go or whatever. I don't know all that.
Well, you see, UK transparency, right? All these auditors seem to break the law as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ginger nuts. No.
And they put it all on YouTube. You know what I mean? That's
Ginger
funny.
nuts. No, been speaking to me, mate. He's hiding. He's hiding. You know who he's talking about there, Ash? Eh?
What's that?
You know who Pegasus he's talking about there, eh? Tyrant. Have you seen Ginger Nut yet?
Who's that?
Gypsy.
Yeah. Well, he's just playing with his fringe, and he.
Yeah.
You know, he's yeah.
I think. Kim, what? I see it as YouTube, right? Until somebody mentions your family or your kids, and then I can't handle it when it gets like a wet wipe. That's it, definitely. There you go. You must be able to see the drone at all times, Ash. That's the law.
Oh, I can. When you're flying it over Glastonbury and that far out, you can see it.
But you're no when you're in the clouds, you're not seeing it.
Yes, you can. If you actually watch that video as well, yeah. It was only a small thin cloud,
Right.
and you can see right through it. And actually, if you go and watch that video, it's on Twitter as well.
It's on Twitter.
Go and watch it.
I'm
Scroll all
gonna
the way
look
right
them up.
down to the bottom of my Twitter, and you'll see it. And tell me that you can, and I can play it on here if you want. And you tell me that I couldn't see that drone.
Play it if you
You know,
want. I
it was
told
like it was like fog, basically. You know, like just a
1,500
little
meters.
bit of fog. You know, and yeah, you can see it. And I
1,500
said,
meters, Ash.
and look, it was only 50 meters. 50 meters. So
50
you know,
meters.
yeah, you can see
Right.
right through that cloud.
So is the cloud only 15 meters up?
50. Yeah, oh yeah. Well, when you go, like, don't like if you want to go like to the highest place, yeah, in Somerset, Chard is the highest. It's about nearly
well,
500
you
or so
uploading
meters.
Chard and then putting it up like for there.
Yeah, Chard's also a good place to fly your drone. Or if you go down Wellington, just next village out of Taunton, if you go down Wellington, go to the monument, you get some good views there.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
We'll need to try that when we get it. I'm going to have to come down to England and do it because you know all the laws. I don't. But I need. What do I need to do? I need to get a license, don't I?
Aye.
How do you do that? Do you do that online or do you have to go somewhere?
I do it all online.
Right, that's handy then.
Yeah.
But it's all good, as they say.
Yeah.
So it's all good. But I can't
Yeah,
wait for
you get down,
Glastonbury.
you go and get your drone down Glastonbury and fly at 15 meters out and tell me that you can't see that.
But you're not allowed to take your drone into Glastonbury, are you? The festival.
Well, there's no fly zone over it. So unless they'd put one on for it, which they might do just for it, you know.
I hope
but
so
I don't
anyway,
know.
Pegasus, because I'm not very brainy.
Aye. Well, all you've got to do, Tyrant, is get on Amazon or something, get yourself a yellow jacket, get down Glastonbury, you know, get a walkie-talkie, you know, and in no problem.
I've got walkie-talkies and I've got high-vis jackets and that as well.
Yeah.
I always have walkie-talkies in case I ever go out with somebody. I used to give one to my wife and one to me. So we could talk, because she would stand way back and video me just in case, eh?
Yeah.
So I got the walkie-talkies before I even started this, you know, because I knew. I had a big conversation with my wife. Because
Yeah, Pegasus. I was talking to a Pakistani guy last night in the yellow jacket. He's not long come in, and yeah, it was either escaping Pakistan or the government was going to kill him.
He's going to come on to your show though and talk, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to come on and we're going to talk a bit about it. And but obviously we're going to talk in private first about things. And
well, I think she's going to go on.
He's given me some videos from Pakistan that you might enjoy. That, you know, he's been on the news and things like that and talking about matters, and that was when he was over there.
The Pakistani government, didn't he?
It was him trying to call for some help basically and trying to see what he could do, and yeah, he got there in the end.
But they're not all bad, right? All these immigrants, they're not all bad. But what I agree with Pegasus and that about is there's far too many of them that have got criminal convictions that are coming to our country and they're still committing crimes.
Yeah, well, let me see if I can find it a minute.
Look, I'm going to talk because it takes him ages to find anything, guys. You know that.
Oh no, because it was only last night. Here we go. I found it. Yeah, if shall I play it? Yeah, look, if I play it, right, you'll see.
इम्तिहान में क्या रोशनी फिर है इम्तिहान में क्या कोई खिड़की नहीं मकान में क्या.
How can we understand that? He's speaking Pakistani.
फिर है इम्तिहान में क्या.
Yeah, hang on.
The guy's singing, guys.
Another one of him singing.
Pegasus. Brilliant, Pegasus, man, brilliant.
So I need to translate it all into English, right? All these videos.
Pegasus, for helping. Thank you. Sorry, what was that? You're going to have to translate it.
I'll have to translate every video that, of him in there.
Can you speak Pakistani like?
No, I can't speak.
I'm joking. I know the guy can speak English a bit. I know that. I'm just joking. But Ken, what? See if you get him on and just put subtitles on, and it'll do
I
it.
gave him an absolute earache last night. I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
What, to get me come on like?
These security guys really hated me in the end.
Why? Because you were trying to audit them, weren't you?
Yeah, I challenged them a lot. Like, obviously, down in the car park, right? Any member of the public could have gone down there, right? On the grounds, Chelsea Football Club. But that's where all the players are parked, right? But there's
But
police
still
officers
public.
down. Yeah, but I went
Public
down, right?
access,
But
sorry, public
but I didn't go
access.
all the way down, right? But yeah, police officers were down there, ready for anybody to go down and turf them off. That's where all their private vehicles are.
But then you think about it, right? I know I only support St Johnstone, a wee team, right? But we're allowed to go around and wait for the players coming out, get the signatures, stand at their cars. We're allowed to do all that. So why would Chelsea, etc., not allow that as well? I don't get that. Maybe it's because they're worth millions of pounds and my whole team's worth about £5.
That's funny, beggars is.
Aye, that's definitely funny. Eh,
Aye.
you're on about that one, aren't you? Put him on the wall and shoot him, no problem.
But that's what was going to happen to him.
Well, that's why he left. That's what they were going to do to him, Pegasus. That's why he left.
So it is more obviously, a political thing over in Pakistan, as to why a lot of them want to come over.
When it suits them, they hide Osama bin Laden, don't they? It suits them. I know they do what they want because there's no accountability for these people. That's the thing.
Yeah.
In these countries, because they're what would you call it? Are they democratic? No, they're not democratic. What
I'm
are
just
they?
gonna go roll a cancer stick a minute.
Again?
Yeah.
You're smoking too much. I'm getting worried about you. You better get on the vape.
I've got a vape. I do vape as well.
A cigarette. It's not a real cigarette. It's one of them cigarettes.
Yeah.
You've just reminded me to make one of them cigarettes as well, actually.
Aye.
At the same time. Can't be helped, guys. You know the crack. And I'm not talking about crack. I'm talking about cigarettes.
Aye. Who's that auditor? It was like, should the UK legalise crack cocaine and heroin? I'm thinking, is the guy on drugs or something?
Did anybody see that? He was like, in 2024, should the government legalise crack cocaine and heroin? That's what he wrote, didn't he, Ash?
Yeah, I'm thinking, what the hell?
I don't get it, mate. Honestly, how could you even suggest that?
That's never gonna happen, though, is it?
No, definitely not. It's a joke, man. It's a joke.
But this guy's uploaded like 700 and odd videos, but he's only got 600 subs.
700 videos, and he's got 600 subs.
Yeah.
That's no good then, is it?
Nah.
Guys, give me 1 second. This phone's in my head. And
I came across a new auditor today.
what's his name?
No, well, you'll see. I'm sure you'll see a video eventually. No, I don't promote them. I don't promote them like that in a way no more.
No, you're not going to say because you're going to do a video on him, eh?
Yeah.
I know who it is then, because I spoke to you earlier. No comment, eh?
Oh, have I upset the media man today, Rob?
Oh, of course you have.
Yeah, of course I have. He hasn't done a live tonight, has he? Because he's a bit upset with what I said.
But the thing was, you didn't tell a lie.
Oh no.
You know what the
But
situation. And
he does. He
everybody
does. He does sleep with his stepdaughter.
well, everybody that said and put a comment up, agreed with you. Every single one.
Aye.
So that tells you something.
Aye.
That it's true. How could you sleep with your stepdaughter? That's a joke, man.
Yeah.
Is it really happening, though, Ash, or are you just saying that? Be honest.
No. He definitely is.
That's ridiculous, man. That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I wouldn't lie something about that.
I know you wouldn't lie about it. I just wanted to know if because I don't know these people. I know you used to speak to them. I think I've seen them on one of your videos, but a long time ago. But I don't really remember who they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely
The real North
is.
Media, innit? And what's her name again?
Slag bag.
Slagbag. Look, I don't know these people, right? But at the end of the day, if you're saying something that's fact, there's nothing you're doing wrong if it's fact, eh? You know what I mean?
That's it. Yeah.
That's the way I see it. And I'm not going to mention names, right? But a good friend of mine from America, you know who I'm on about here, Ash, right?
Do you know what? I got the advantage at the moment because we can talk about him, but he can't talk about me.
Because he's got a fucking thing against him about you, hasn't he?
Yeah, he got 7 more months, you know, but we'll see how it goes after that.
Well, in 7 months' time, there's going to be a different Ash.
Yeah, look, I managed to somehow obtain an email address of Taffy. I'm not saying how, right? But yeah, I emailed him.
Yeah.
And threatened him with legal action too if needed.
You
And
threatened
it's funny
him?
how it's all gone quiet.
It's legal action. Sorry, aye.
Yeah, it's all gone quiet now. It's all gone quiet.
And guys, you're not going to believe this.
Look, can I just say, Tyrant, right? Yeah. Oh, I'm waiting. He says, oh, I'm waiting for YouTube to fully monetize my stuff so that I can release it, right, off this arrest. Right?
Yeah.
But you do realise the algorithm doesn't know what videos are monetized.
Exactly. That, and then if he puts one out that's monetized and does something like that, it'll just fuck him anyway. He'll get struck for it, won't he?
Yeah, I'll give you an example. This channel, 600 subs, 179,000 views on that one video. You know, so he's not monetized. Yeah, so how has he managed to get numbers in like that on a video?
I don't know, man. But then you could say the same about me. I only had 90 subs and got 30,000 views on a video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that was thanks to you because you gave it to a friend of yours. We'll not mention names because you don't really speak to the guy now. But
he's a frauditor.
Is he?
Yeah.
See, I didn't get it like that.
But when their monetization comes crashing down, it's like, oh, YouTube has stopped my monetization. It's like, oh, but I'm not going to upload any more videos until further notice, until I get this sorted.
That's what Gypsy's done.
Yeah, Gypsy does it. Midlands has done it as well.
Who? Midland?
Yeah, but obviously, you know, YouTube's AI system are reviewing a lot of auditors' channels at the moment because obviously, you know, they've been reported for reused content. Obviously, under monetization policies, you can't have reused content. So you know, you need to make it your own video, and a lot of them haven't made it their own. So they are going to get eventually once the system detects and scans through that videos, then they will be demonetized.
Crazy, eh?
Yeah. So it's coming. It is coming for each and every single one of these auditors that go and think that they can share. You can't also, under monetization policies, you can't promote. So let me tell you what you can and can't do under monetization policies, right? So so basically, what you can't do is short videos that you
have already put.
So you can't short videos from other social media websites. collection of songs from different artists, even if you have their permission, clips of moments from your favorite show, edited together with little or no narrative, content uploaded many times by other creators, right?
Yeah.
And also promotion of other people's content, even if you have their permission.
But then, remember when we done Miss Tyrant's birthday and I had meatloaf on?
Aye, so you can't monetize the channel, you know,
I'm not monetized anyway, and
but it's
I've
gonna
been
if
able
you've
to
got
go
like
over
400
here
or
and never
500
done it.
videos on your channel, for example, then it's
Yeah.
gonna take a while, several months, because it's also got to go through manual reviews as well, and it's gonna take many months for them to obviously pick it up and scan through every video of theirs. But yeah, it's coming. They don't realise what's gonna hit them yet, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's coming.
What they done
And there's
to
going to be,
me,
and there's also going to be petitions out there sending over to YouTube, get a few signatures on there, and hopefully YouTube are going to have to consider that and demonetizing channels as well. So
yeah,
there's a way forward, and also I've spoken to quite a few companies now, and what they're now going to start doing is they're going to start filing lawsuits against these for a portion of the income, because if they're uniquely identifiable, right? So if you're filming a security guard and you've got his badge on display and you're filming it, for example, then that person's uniquely identifiable. When they are entitled to a portion of that income that you make on YouTube, and that's also something they don't realize that what they can do. You know what I mean? I know Tyrant's gone, but he'll be back.
phone's in my head, and guys,
Yeah. You okay? You're back.
I'm back.
Audio,
Aye.
yeah, audio's all good. Nice.
Mhm.
But I was saying about if you're out filming a security guard, Tyrant,
Mhm.
and you were to film that badge and stick it on YouTube and you're monetized, then yeah, they're allowed a portion of that income.
Yeah, because you're giving out their personal information.
And also under YouTube's harassment and bullying guidelines, you're not allowed to dox people too. Did you know that?
Yeah. Well, I didn't, but yeah.
Aye.
No, I do know that actually, because that's why they stopped all the predator poacher channels, because they were
Yeah. So
giving
there's a
people
difference
tips.
so what these fraudsters don't realise, there's a difference between filming in public and publishing.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I'll give you an example. Yeah, nobody before had a video removed. Yeah, he's basically opening himself to a lawsuit there. If I wanted to buy one in,
Yeah. Because you could.
I could. And same with Rob, same with Teabag, same with Marty, for example.
Mark, if fucking gave you a good comment today, so let's not go there.
Oh yeah, he's not blocked on my channel. Never was. I don't. Yeah. You know.
Marty put a comment in saying,
But he obviously doesn't approve of me. I get why not, but yeah, he left a factual comment there on the community post saying, although I disapprove of what Ash does and that, then this post is 100% accurate.
100% accurate. I totally agree with Ash, he said. Yeah,
Yeah,
he did.
yeah. Nah, Marty's right. Marty's right. I got nothing against him. But he doesn't. He
You don't
doesn't
wake
always
up
win.
eventually.
He doesn't always win though. But
And that's what you said. You don't always win.
look at YouTube Asylum channel getting taken down and being put up, and look at the Street Video Reviewer taking that down for copyright and that being reinstated. So
Was
that's
that
two examples.
Marty, like?
Yeah. So you know,
I used to like him.
but he's got every right. He's got every right to file in a copyright. If you believe it to be 100% still, so I download and upload it with no I've not even made no attempt to even transform it into my own unique work, then yeah, filing the
So
copyright.
you just banned for posting to YouTube?
No, I've just been having a little sort of time off break really from it because
Because
and
guess
also
what
that
UK Transparency says here? I've got a Rumble channel as well, UK Transparency, but I've only put 2 videos on it. Hey, I've not put a lot on it, but I do watch Rumble a lot because it's more free speech. They let you away with a lot more.
Well, yeah, that's it. UK transparency. Get it up on there or something. And YouTube are starting to tighten up their policy now.
But
YouTube.
Rumble is a lot more easy going. They let you
Yeah.
name people. They let you do everything, mate. Honestly, Rumble is a
What
lot
people don't
better.
realize is like YouTube can have whatever policy. So if they state, you can't go out recording people without their permission, and let's say you can't capture minors in your videos, for example, then if they were to bring that into policy, auditing is completely shut down, isn't they?
But
If you need people's consent to film, let's say in public, right, under YouTube's policy, even though it's not against the law,
I
but
didn't
YouTube's
know that.
policy, you're putting it on a public platform. Yeah, they're a private company. They can have whatever policy they want, right?
Yeah.
And they amend their policies all the time, YouTube, and you need to be updated on that. So what they've done now, which a lot of creators don't quite understand,
They're
is
sending me
with
a lot more
the
emails now.
with the warning system striking stuff, it doesn't apply to people like me and you and UK Transparency right now, or Pegasus, right? It only applies to new creators. So when you get a warning, you got a
Yeah.
choice of going to class. You can go to class, and then that warning will be wiped off your account, okay?
Yeah.
Providing you go to class. Right, and if you don't, you can wait for it to expire, and it will be eventually wiped off, right? But at the end of the day, what they don't realise, it doesn't apply to current um content
I've never
creators.
had a warning. I've never had anything apart from playing Meatloaf at Tracy's
Aye.
birthday.
But that doesn't mean they're against current creators, because they are going to bring out some new stuff. They also want to. But they've now finally you can now link shorts to your long form. And so they want to be like they want to be more like Netflix at the moment. So when you upload a video, right, with Netflix, you upload a video to Netflix, right,
Yeah.
and you get some banging thumbnails on there, don't you? Right, and the
We
reason
need
for
to
that is
upload a
because
video to Netflix. We
the
can't
AI
upload video
system
to
is
Netflix.
basically scanning through the system, scanning through that video, detecting the most crisp part of that video, screenshotting it, and using that as a thumbnail. And that YouTube want to sort of save creators a lot of time, yeah, by doing exactly what they're doing.
So what are you saying? We can upload things to Netflix as well, like?
No, 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 no. I'm on about being more like Netflix, where
Oh,
YouTube
more like them. I got
automatically
you.
detect, the best thumbnail for, and which is going to likely to get you clicks, basically, and more
Right,
clicks.
right,
Because what
right.
YouTube want is basically satisfaction on YouTube, and what satisfaction is watch time. Yeah. So if what they want to do is like they're searching through your data all the time, your history, what you've watched, what you haven't watched, what you're interested in, what you're not interested in. Have you clicked on this? Have you not clicked on it? Right. And if you don't click on a video, YouTube eventually will send this video elsewhere, right? But at first, it all goes out to your subscription feed, right? And
Yeah.
then you only need a handful of people then to get it up on the home page, promotion and all that, and up next.
And then it's
Um,
gone, right?
yeah, but
It takes off.
yeah, it's a funny game, YouTube. But at the end of the day, it's like, what can you do when you're living, as you mean?
How'd you like them apples? Ash, go and answer this one for UK. Look at this.
But if you want to know anything about YouTube, I'm your man.
Well, this is one. Look, I have a warning from YouTube for encouraging people to click the links on other platforms. YouTube allow you to have that on your page,
No, they don't. Not now.
but they used to.
They used to.
So
Not
he got
now.
a warning for doing it. So how can they do that when they used to have it? When he
You're
done it,
you're
they
not.
must have used to have it.
You need to understand YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, right?
Mm-hmm.
YouTube do advise you promote your stuff on places like Twitter and Facebook, TikTok, and all that. But
Do they own them all? Like?
but these companies don't like links like YouTube links on Facebook or Twitter. They don't like it, right? They really don't. And it's
Right.
the same with YouTube. They wouldn't like it if you started posting Twitter links and Facebook links and blah and things like that. That's why now they've gotten it off your homepage
I do it.
and off your banner now. That's why because the
I put my links on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter.
yeah.
I've never had a warning or anything like, but I've done it loads of times.
Aye.
So I don't know what the crack is with them. So UK, how do you sync your videos to Rumble then? I didn't know you could do that. Can your YouTube videos link them to Rumble? Because I've only got 2 on Rumble, so I didn't ken how to do it. You'll no ken, Ash, because you didn't watch Rumble, do you?
No.
On the About page, right? I'll have a look at that. Thanks very much, UK brother. Thank you. I'll have a look at that, and then when I put a video on YouTube, I can just link it to Rumble as well, and it'll go on,
Yeah. But not a lot of creators understand the rules.
Because
But
a lot of
YouTube,
people,
it's not about throwing people off the platform too, because YouTube want to keep
YouTube didn't
people
want to
on the
play
platform.
anybody off.
Yeah.
They want
So
to
what?
keep you happy.
So what YouTube want to do is they work out what you haven't watched, and you know what have you watched yesterday, what are you likely to watch tomorrow. So then and then so tomorrow what they do is they suggest you videos and new videos that you really haven't sort of come across before, and that you're likely to watch.
So
But
that's
it's
what
up
they'll do.
if you want people, and this is why you get to see audience retention and the click through rate, because 5 years, 6 years ago, and all that, right? Yeah, like 7 years ago, you won't be able to see things like click through rate, right? You would have to guess. But anywhere between 2 and 10 is good on YouTube. So
You're on,
you're
big
getting.
man. Turn your camera off if you want. That's UK
no
on,
problem.
boys.
I just wanted to pop on and talk you through this, right? You go onto Rumble,
Yeah,
and then you got your icon in the top right hand side.
yeah.
Yeah, go to account options,
Uh-huh.
and then you scroll down, and you'll see under videos you've got YouTube channel sync.
Right.
You go onto that. Make sure you put the asks you for dates that you want to sync. Make sure you put the date from before you started your YouTube channel.
Right. And then right.
And then like it'll ask you to verify your YouTube account. You go through that. I mean, it takes a while because Rumble's a bit slower than YouTube, and but yeah, it'll sync all your previous videos
Yeah.
onto Rumble, and then when you upload a video to YouTube, it will also sync it to Rumble automatically as well. Then.
Right. I didn't know that, So it's a good thing that you can do that, because I never knew at all. So I'll do that in future, obviously, because I've only got 2 on it, as I said, So.
So if anything gets censored, for example, on YouTube, get it on Rumble.
Yeah, because Rumble is a lot better, by the way, because they have got a lot better free speech. So it's always handy
But
obviously.
the links that I've got a warning for encouraging people to click are still on my YouTube About page.
So they've never took them off you?
No,
That's bad, like.
they've took them off the banner.
Yeah.
They took them off the banner where it was originally, but they're still on the About page.
That's not right.
Yeah, they've taken it off the banner because of their new YouTube policy, basically.
Yeah, but you still like it. I read the new policy, and it says you're allowed to point people towards the links.
Yeah.
Just can't encourage people to click on the links, which just doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, it's like every social media platform is, they're all competing against each other, and they don't like it when you're posting other links.
So don't allow them links on the platform. Then it's that simple, isn't it?
It's easy if you do it that way. Yeah, I definitely.
You can't allow people to put something on their channel and then say, well, you're breaking the policy by having it on the channel.
Exactly. Sorry, guys. Time for another wine.
Another one. It's a sipper, bro, not a downer.
I've done the first bottle already.
Oh, you're on your second one now already, are you?
you?
Yeah, I was at Chelsea Football Club and I would have got bottles of wine for free.
You were on double whiskies, you. Stop lying.
Yeah, I was on the whiskey last night, and literally I had a whiskey and
think he's
two
Scottish,
beers, and you know, and a London Pride as well. I had all that on my table.
You stay away down the bottom of England, but you think you're Scottish, eh?
But
You're drinking our whiskey.
do you know what though? Down at Chelsea, right? You're gonna pay £4.75 for a bottle of Fanta, right?
Oh, you were telling
And
me this. Listen to this, guys. Wow.
so you're gonna pay £4.75 for a bottle of Fanta, right? But for a beer, you're only looking at £4.
Crazy, eh?
So you know it's
I'd
cheaper
drink
to get
beer
a
all
beer
day. I
than
wouldn't
it
be
is
drinking
a bottle of
Fanta.
Fanta.
I wouldn't be drinking Fanta anyway. I'd be drinking beer.
Yeah, even the lemonade down there cost £4.
It's just ridiculous, man.
I went and done some footage for a local event a few weeks ago, and like I don't drink, so it don't make no difference to me. But they was charging £8 a pint.
Oh yeah,
£8.
you go down a lot of football clubs in London. You know, you're gonna pay £8-9 for a bloody pint of beer.
Aye, but you can drink in the English grounds, can't you? You can drink beer.
Yeah, like Somerset down in Yeovil now, they've decided to. I think they've decided to sell alcohol now. You know, it
Yeah,
just
they give
brings
you
in
the
a bit more
plastic
money.
cups, don't they? You get the plastic pint glasses.
Yeah, so as a steward, when I was working at a football club as a steward, yeah, I used to be on the doors as well, where
So
if they
you were
come out with
drinking beer on
glasses,
the
send them
door, is what
back.
you're
You
going to
know,
say.
you can come out in a plastic with a plastic cup, but obviously you can't come out with glasses, and it's just you know if they want to come out with glasses, that's fine, send them back in, and you know, or try and get one for them, and if they want to use it, they want to use it, but they're not going to be drinking alcohol in a glass out, you know, because just in case it gets thrown at players, you know, it's more health and safety really as to why they're not. And same with bottle lids, you know, you got to take bottle lids off, like caps off drinks as well, because you know, it's just in case it gets thrown at the players. But then saying that, yeah, they take off the bottle caps, but yeah, you can take in a whole bottle of Fanta, you just chuck the Fanta at them. You know what I mean?
Here, you're not flinging glasses at them. People are flinging punches at Jack Grealish.
Yeah.
They caught him a cracker today, and then he
I
scored the winner.
suppose as well with the excitement in the stand, like if everybody's knocking glasses onto the floor and them smashing, like it ain't going to be a very safe place to be, is it? To be walking about and that when the match ends.
That's why I
If you,
hated going to Rangers, guys, because we always sat on the bottom tier and Rangers were on the top, and they used to pour hot coffees and that over you. Eh? It was horrid.
what you don't see from Jack Grealish, so you need to go and you need to go and see a Man City game, right? So when I went to go and watch
He's
yeah,
not
he's
at
very
Man City. He's signed for
no, I know,
Villa.
but when he was right,
Yeah.
he is very, very, very greedy. He's always wanting the ball, right? It always pass a move and always looking for a position, but he's so greedy and wants the ball all the time, though.
I think he's a great player, though, guys. When he plays well, he's not always playing well, but when he plays well, he's a great player. But
yeah.
he's a Villa fan, too, isn't he? That's what he said. He always wanted to play for Villa because he's a supporter. He's a captain now.
Yeah. Well, England played the Ukraine last night, didn't they?
What was the score?
1-0.
1-0. England. We've got England next week. Up here.
Have Scotland got a football team?
Shut up. We're top of our group, unbeaten. 5 out of 5 wins. What are you talking about? We beat Spain. We beat Denmark. We beat them all. We won 3-0 last night against Cyprus, and we're going to beat England.
Aye.
Me and you'll be arguing that night, Ash.
Aye. There's a lawsuit pending, I think, against this Spanish FA.
Aye, the player
for kissing
the reporter.
Yeah.
It's not just a lawsuit. I think he's been taken to court for it.
Yeah, sexual contact or something. Sexual.
But he's saying it was consensual.
It wasn't there, was it?
It didn't look consensual, but he's saying it was. So we'll see what happens. But these famous people seem to always get away with it, mate. You know. Look at the is it Liverpool? No, Man United. Anthony, he's been accused of rape, and they're still playing him every game.
They want the Glazers out, don't they? I think it's going to happen. They're going to push them out. They are.
But I think a lot of these women are just jumping on the back. And I'm not saying about all women, by the way, guys. If any women are listening, they're jumping on the bandwagon of these footballers to get money. I think. I don't know. Well, look at the Man City player. He got away with every one of them.
Yeah, and yeah,
He spent over a year in jail and got away with every one of them. Probably never play for Man City again because I think they sacked him, didn't they, or deleted his contract.
It's like what was his name?
You've gone back to him that played for Sunderland, eh? With the 15-year-old girl in the car that kissed her. What's his name again? Well, he was a good wee player, too. Oh, I can't mind. I would be lying. But I think that's what you're on about. Oh, no, are you on about... Chad, Chad. He played for one of the lower league teams, but he came back and signed for Birmingham after it. I think he actually got 4 years and then came out and done it and played again.
So there's obviously stories breaking with Anthony at Man United at the moment of accusing him of,
there's 2 or 3
assaulting.
players being accused right now.
Oh, yeah.
Not just Man United, 2 or 3 top Premier League players have been accused right now, and they're all still playing with their teams.
Yeah, well, Mason Greenwood, his charges were dropped for rape.
Are they calling rape because they went back to their houses after a night out and had sex with them and then thought, oh, I can get money out of this, or what is it?
Well, you know this DJ E Media, he would film girls at a gym, yeah.
But has he been charged with that?
Yeah, he got charged and convicted for something.
It has to be because
so
the gym's a
DJ
private
E
place.
Media, he's been done for fraud.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, he's also drink driving. What else? Burglary.
Well, every one of the 4 you put up, he was convicted of, eh?
Yeah, that's it. And there's more. So yeah, he's a fraudster.
Here, guys, he put one up about me. Did you put it up?
Yeah.
He put one up about me, guys. He cheated on me. He's a bitch. He cheated on me. No, I agreed he could do it. It's no problem. I didn't have a problem. People know my convictions. I've got nothing to hide. I tell people from the start, because if you don't and they find out, that's when they start don't liking you. They don't want to watch you. You know what I mean?
Well, your poll at the moment is 101 votes.
Yeah.
43% is drug trafficking. 11% for rape.
I never raped anybody, you bastards, right?
21% voted for domestic violence.
No domestic.
And 26% of them voted for public order.
So the drug trafficking is true. Well, it wasn't trafficking. I did sell drugs for a while when I was young. Cannabis. And then you never put up the actual big crime, though, did you?
No.
I got done with stabbing 2 people, remember? That's what I got 11 years for. But I'm glad you never put it up. But everybody knows because I've told them on the channel anyway, you know what I mean? Because if you don't and they find out, you know what people are like. They'll just go against you.
Yeah.
And I only done it, guys, because my kids woke me up on Hogmanay going into it was like 5 to midnight going into New Year's Day. And they're like, Mum's getting attacked in the garden. So I looked out and there was a woman was pulling her hair and a guy was holding her and another guy was running up my garden path and he kicked her right in the face. So I grabbed the knife and I went out and I just chipped them. You know, as you do, it's your family, eh? You know, you would do that. or I would anyway. I don't know about everybody else, but your family's got to come first. If you can't protect your family, you can't protect anybody. And these guys were looking for my 10-year-old son. Legalise cannabis. They didn't need to legalise it. I'm smoking a bit of black right now. They don't need to legalise it. Instagram's the place, guys, if he's worth decent stuff. But I don't know if the guy will come from Glasgow doing to use guys. But it's all good. It's all good. You know the crack. And just as I talk about the black, I'm away to make another one because I smoked that other one already. But I thought a few years back, Pegasus, they were going to legalise it, eh? And if you got caught with a quarter or under, it was okay. Because I got caught with a quarter of weed one time, and I even got charged. They just took it off me. So, and that's when they were talking about legalising it, like, but I don't know what happened. They obviously never legalised it because it's still illegal, but I don't know why. Because at the end of the day, it's proven to help people that have got illnesses, etc. So, I think it should be legal. That's just my opinion, though. Everybody's got their own opinions. A lot of people will be against that, but just not me.
Uh-huh.
I know you didn't take anything, Ash, so you're all
Right, so AB's just uploaded a video, where is my search record, right? And I've just scanned through it, right? Yeah, let's provoke the bloody cops. How can I bait them into I don't know, let's shine a torch. Let's go at night, but shine a torch through their bloody windows.
Who shined the torch through the window?
I mean,
who's he talking about? Like you?
No, AB's
The
just
cop?
obviously just the day. Yeah. Oh yeah, you need to torch out in public, like when you're, especially when you go into a police station when there's lighting all around it.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you've got to do things right.
Oh yeah, you're out all masked up, which he is, right? Looking suspicious, right? With a camera, with a torch.
It's not legal to wear a
Fucking
mask
hell.
either, though, Ash.
Is any of that illegal?
No, I'm not saying it is, am I? I'm not saying it is, but I'm just saying that it's. I'm not saying it's illegal. I'm saying it's a suspicious behaviour.
But suspicious is not a crime. That's what we've got to remember.
No, I know, but you see, don't you get what I'm trying to say?
I know what you're saying. It gives you a reason to come and talk to you, yeah. But it doesn't give them a reason to detain you or hold you against your will or whatever.
No, I get what he's doing is not breaking the law, but it's what he's doing though. You know, he's walking around with a torch late at night, which they can do that. I get it.
Yeah.
But they are going to come out and question you, aren't they, for something?
Sure, we're not saying that. My point is, right, I don't think a cop should be approaching you unless you have reasonable articulable.
But is it illegal in what I'm doing under copyright law?
No.
So pack
You've
it in then and stop. No, UK Meet the Bitch tried silencing me and 4 others, and I've won every single one of them.
Well,
I've won every single one.
Tell them what happened with that.
I've won that. YouTube, only a judge can decide, yeah? So what you don't realise is that only a judge can decide what's copyrighted material. At the end of the day, none of my work, look, I've transformed it into my own unique work, so it's my content. It's not theirs, it's mine. I've transformed it to make it my own. And by law, yeah, I'm allowed, I don't need permission, I can do what I want with other people's content. I can take your content and turn it into my content and make it my video.
Yeah, but what we're saying, right? What Stuart's trying to UK's trying to say.
But what about my right to freedom of expression too? Am I not allowed?
Yeah. But what they're saying is the way that people are coming across. You're coming across to people like you're cutting them up, right?
I'm not even using criticism in my videos.
Yeah, but what I see it is an opinion and just being brutally honest.
But by doing this kind of work, if you're going to do this kind of work, you need to change the narrative of the story too. Yeah, you need to transform that and make out that the auditors are the ones, that are committing the crimes, doing this, and rather than saying it's an unlawful arrest, I've got to say it's a lawful arrest. It's got to be transformative.
But you can't say that if they only break the law. That's my point.
But then it's been reported many times for misinformation, I bet, and this and that, in what I say. But YouTube are not taking these videos down, are they?
No, they're not taking them down because you've proved it that you're doing what you're doing and you're changing the video because you're talking over it, etc. You only need to talk over a certain amount of time.
Oh yeah, so there's not a percentage in copyright under the 1976 Act, right? Because we're going by US law, not UK law, right?
Yep.
That's what and also you don't need to quote any laws in copyright infringement, and you just need to explain why you believe it's your own unique work, right? And but in detail, if it's just like a line or two, it's not good enough. You need to, fully explain why you believe you're allowed to take their content. Yeah, don't quote any laws because it's not about that, right? And
it's not a lie.
No, but there's no point in going down human rights, and all that, and laws and quoting all that. It don't work with YouTube. So, but you need to put in a valid notification, and it's not easy. Yeah.
But can you not just say to them, by them being American, well, that's my First Amendment right to criticize other people?
No, because it's not your First Amendment right because you live in England. We haven't got the First Amendment. We haven't got
But we've
over
got
here.
freedom of speech, haven't we?
Right, but it's not the First Amendment, though, is it?
No, it's just an example. That was my example because they're American.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but you just need to quote and explain why you believe it's your own unique work, right? But
Pegasus is brilliant. Ash.
Yeah.
Mate, I feel the heat off my tablet. Calm down, fella. He's winding you up.
Yeah. Hey, shouldn't you be washing up, Pegasus? Oh no, you've been in the kitchen slaving over. No, you've been slaving over the stove, haven't you, for however long? So get Miss Pegasus to do it. She should be on washing up duty tonight.
So Stuart, you've not been out for a while.
It's Sean, mate. Test you.
Why do I keep calling you Stuart? Sorry, Sean. I meant to call you UK anyway. I shouldn't be calling you your name on here.
I mean, my name's out. I've used it on here, so.
So you've not been out for a wee while doing it, things like.
No.
Yeah, I've always said about UK transparency, getting out there, doing it all for the right reasons.
But he always has done it for the right reasons. That's the thing. That's why I like watching them. I loved the one at the job set. It was the job centre you were outside, remember? And did they come out and assault you?
Yeah. And he got caught lying under oath in court on stand.
He got caught perjuring under oath?
Yeah. And
did he get charged with it?
Of course not.
Of course not. See, that's happened to me, right? A police officer said to the judge, I was the first on the scene 18 months ago. I've been 18 months in service. I was up for they charged me with inciting a football riot, right? And they said, she said, I was the first on scene 18 months. I've got 18 months service. I was first on scene. And the judge says to her, but this happened 24 months ago. How could you have been first on scene? And he still took her evidence. I was raging, man. I actually got remanded that day for calling the judge a black bee. And he was white, but he had the black cloak on, eh? I says, you're not a black bee. Get what I mean? So he remanded me for psychiatric reports, eh?
The police actually tried to help the security guard and the manager of a job centre to perjure under oath. But
that's not right. Because they're
it
not
didn't
there to
work
help
out well,
them. They're here to help the public.
because the police blatantly tried to refuse, even after a court order to release the only physical evidence in the case, which was more video, because conveniently, apparently the security guard forgot to turn his body cam on.
Yeah. That's what they always say, don't they?
So the only physical evidence what was in the case was more footage, and the police the judge ordered the police to give my property back to me, because he says, for what you're charging him with, you got no right to take his property or even hold on to his property.
Is that not considered armed robbery?
Well, it's theft anyway, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And like, even after the judge ordered, I still had to go back to the court again to get the judge to order them again to release the evidence.
It's ridiculous, man. Honestly, it is. It took me 10 months to get my cameras back after the court was finished.
Yeah, it took me 2 years to get my stuff back off the police.
And then man in the High Castle, he was 2 years as well. Over £100,000 worth of equipment, 5 arrests, but he won his case. That's the lawyer I'm using tomorrow. He won his case at the High Court, and 2 years it took him to get his stuff back, guys. And the guy will no audit again, because why would you when you've been arrested that many times for no crimes? 5 times within the space of a few months he got arrested.
But on the other hand, that is a reason to carry on doing it, isn't it?
I would. I'll never give up. I would, but I think this he is a journalist. He isn't an auditor. He was a journalist, and he'd seen all this going on with the police and that, and he started going and doing a couple of them, and they were just arresting him, and I mean, he was never on their grounds. He was, let's say, 100 yards away, because he's an actual journalist who had all the zoom in lenses and all that. Very expensive equipment. But what they didn't know is he had a one of the speaker things in his clothes, right? And the inspector came up and said to him at Dundee, he says, "Look, I don't care if you've not done nothing. I'm going to make sure you get remanded on Monday morning." And he was giving him a whole load of grief. "I'm going to keep your equipment. You're not getting it back, blah, blah, blah." But he had it all recorded, and they never got it, because he released him for the van after about 4 or 5 hours. And he still had it. So he took it to the lawyer, obviously, who took it to the court, and boom, won the case like that.
What do you think I wear my cowboy hat for? That's got a little recording device in there as well.
I always have a recording device on me just in case. And it's just like a wee, you know what they're like. They're just like wee wires, kind of like the police would wear a wee tap wire, one of them. And they're unfindable if you just put them in the right place. You know what I mean?
Hangman got arrested a few weeks back now, yeah, the police smashed up his phone, didn't he?
Aye. Pegasus has got an extra week for calling the magistrate a cunt. Brilliant. I love it.
What's that?
I love it.
3.5 days?
Say that again.
We only served half in it. 3.5 days.
Is it half in England? Is it? Aye.
Well, you don't. Well, it depends, really. You know, it's usually.
See,
Yeah.
I gotta
if you
admit,
get 7
You
days
come
here,
out
right?
licensed, anyhow.
See, in Scotland, if you get 7 days and you go in on a Thursday, you're out on a Friday.
But you're likely to serve the full 7 day anyway, ain't you? You know, magistrates are just cunts like he just says anyway. You know, charge me with that.
But they're all
I
assholes.
gotta be honest. In my case, like I was lucky enough to come across a decent judge, to be honest. And
The magistrates don't know the law. That's why they got legal advisors in there, haven't they?
he went through the whole case, and and like you could see that. Well, he made it quite clear that he didn't agree with it. He asked on because I had two plea hearings first before the case, and he asked the CPS at least 3 times during them plea hearings whether we wanted to carry on with the case. He says, "Does looking at the police's own," he says, "looking at the police's own statements, you know you haven't got a case, don't you?"
They didn't match, obviously. The cops tell lies and create crimes, and that's what gets me a lot. I only started this because I'd been sent to prison just for small sentences 4 times for crimes I never ever committed, just by what cops had said.
Well,
And that's what got me in.
the arresting officer had got in his arrest statement that they watched my footage at the scene, seen that the security guard had attacked me, which would then, to any normal person, identify me as the victim of a crime and the security guard as the person that broke the law. But then he says, even though we'd seen, it says in the statement that even though we'd seen the footage and seen the security guard attack Sean, we still decided to arrest Sean anyway.
That's not right, Sean, is it? Eh? Yeah, we do always say that, bro. But I'll admit any crimes I've done, Pegasus, right? Sorry, guys, I'm just answering Pegasus. Sorry.
Yeah, don't plead guilty to any crime that you haven't committed.
If I've done it, I'll go to court and I will plead guilty. But if I've not done it, I won't plead guilty. That's just the way I am. But in prison, I spent a lot of time, as I tell you, 11 years, guys, right? I've done 8.5 years out of that or something. And
How many
see the
times
amount
did
of
you
people
drop the
that
soap?
told me. Sorry, see the amount of people that told me I didn't commit the crime. They're in for murder. They're in for this. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. And the other guy said I didn't do it, but I buried her in the garden because I found her. Think about that. Come on. Why would you bury somebody in the garden because you found her? You murdered her. You daft idiot.
Yeah, that terror suspect, he's going to get put in a category A now, isn't he?
Who Pegasus?
No, I can't remember his name now.
The escapee.
Yeah, they'll just put him in a category A now.
They caught him within a few hours anyway, didn't they?
Yeah, it took a few days, but still,
A few days, was it?
4 days, yeah, I'll say.
Caught him cycling a bike.
Well, he got found eventually. It was always going to get found, I think, but,
Why would you stay in the same area? Why would you not just go elsewhere? London,
you'd have thought, because I haven't really read too much about this, to be honest. But he got off the truck and then he headed into the town centre or something. But then surely they'd be able to track sort of where he went through CCTV. But
yeah. The cop hauled him right off the bike.
We all know the police can't catch criminals. That's why they ask us to do it.
They want information for the public. It's as simple as that.
Look, we've got guy. I don't know about you, lot, but something just didn't sit right with me about it. I mean, I only heard it on the one interview, and that was just after the first interview, just after he escaped.
Yeah,
and he says, and it was a chief. I believe it was a chief of police.
He didn't even notice for an hour he was gone.
Yeah, he says he was saying like terrorist escape, blah blah blah. But then the chief of police was saying he's not classed as a danger to the public.
Yeah,
he's a bloody terrorist.
Hang on. That means one of two things. That means he's either shit at being a terrorist, or he's not a terrorist.
Yeah.
Well. See, when you say that, I think they blame a lot of people for being terrorists that aren't terrorists just because the way they look, the way they act, There's a lot of people in jail, and there is a lot of people in jail that haven't done the crimes. I'm not saying everybody's done them, right? But there is a lot of people that hasn't. But Pegasus did, because you did hit him with a shovel. I know you did. I'm just reading these comments. Sorry, guys. Yeah, but see when they vans leave the prison, though, they've got these mirrors and that they look underneath it. How are they not finding these guys?
I mean, it's like it's sort of in the name, and it's terrorist. Like, if he's not a terror, then he's not
Exactly,
a terrorist.
yeah. But see, that's what I would say, right? See everything that you see, right? The words that they call people or what they name things and that, they all mean something. Like television. I call it television because it's all lies. It's all fake news to me. That's why I don't watch television. There's lots of them. There really is. It's like the court as well. It's all maritime. The judge, the dock going into the water, the dock. It's crazy. And the boss in the court isn't the judge. He's know that, eh? It's the clerk. The clerk's the boss. That's why they always ask the clerk, can we do this? What can we do? What should we do? The judge always speaks to the clerk before he does anything. It's the clerk of the court that's in charge. It's crazy. Well, up here, I don't know if it's the same down your way, but up here it is. It's nuts. But
they're forcing people like that to attend court now, aren't they?
But
When does
they
that
can't.
come into force?
See when they call your name in the court, if you don't stand up, you don't consent. If you go into the dock, you're consenting, and that gives them the right to do that to you. My name isn't James Irvin. That's what's on my birth lines because my mother and father put it on. I didn't. I didn't consent to that.
Well, none of this stuff works in court now, does it?
Well, there's certain words you can use because they're all Freemasons, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, but none of that works in court.
Well, that's what you think. I know things. See when they say, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help me God. Just say, I swear on the universe. And see what happens the next time you do it, right? If you're ever at court. Say, I swear on the universe.
On the Bible, someone I feast.
No, because see if you swear on the universe, they think.
Right, so talking about God, if you were to change certain words, right? So John chapter 1 verse 1, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Yeah?
Right.
Swap the word for Jesus, for example.
Yeah.
How many gods have you got?
There's no such thing.
2, right?
And I'm a Catholic, right? So I've always believed in God and that, right? But think about it. God
So
says,
if God was,
son can walk on water, right?
But have you listened to this though, right? It says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. But can there be 2 gods? That's my question. Can there be 2 gods?
No, there can't be.
So in that chapter and verse, it says that, but what it's trying to say is that there's 2 gods.
Right. I get what you're saying there, right? But think about this, Ian, right? God has said, my son can walk on water, right? Now, can anybody ever walk on water? No. Do you know what he's talking about?
I can walk on water. I'll get a surfboard.
No, but just walking on water. If you walk into water, can you walk on top of it? The sun he's talking about is the sun in the sky because it reflects off the water.
No, you can walk on water.
No, you can't.
You can. If you look, Tyrant, right? The light you've been looking for, the light is you, right?
Right.
Now, so if I were to have a suitcase full of bricks, for example, and said, try lift them up, Tyrant.
Yeah.
and then I kind of manipulate you, right, and put you in some kind of weird trance. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
With that power that you have, because you don't realize just how much power you have, right?
Yeah.
So once you put your mind to it, you would be able to lift that suitcase of bricks.
Oh, I would lift a suitcase of bricks, no problem. I'm tough as fuck.
We don't, but you don't realize just how much power we have. But we are like we don't know how to use them. You
You know
know,
what it
like
is? See, if you block it out in your head, you
like
can do anything.
people want to go out searching for Jesus, but they don't realize, yeah, he's within you. You are. You
So
know,
we're
like
Jesus.
we don't want to get too much into things. So
We're
I
not
used to
going to
go
go
to
into
church. I
religion
went to
because a
church.
lot of people don't
I
like
went to church for
religion. So
15 years. You know, I know a lot about this kind of stuff. You know,
we can tell because you've been going on about it for a wee bit there.
yeah,
Not in a
I've
bad
got a
way.
cross. I've got Jesus on a cross, and
Look, I'm a
but
Catholic, so have I. But I still don't believe that any man would sacrifice his son to nail him to a cross just for the sake of it, would he? Any real father, anyway. And he's meant to be the most powerful father in the world. Come on.
I
You would never do that.
I
And he would sink because he'd have holes in his feet. I'm joking, bro. I'm joking. The Scottish humour's no good, is it? But I honestly think he's talking about the sun in the sky. That's what I think, because that would reflect off the water and float across the top. So that's what I think he means by my son can walk on water.
So do you know what it says in the Bible too? So help me remember that I am in control of my flesh, and that if I choose sin, it is of my own violation. Remind me that when I surrender to sin, it will lead to only to death.
Yeah, I agree. But then they killed his son, but his son came back to life. Think about that. How does that work? It doesn't.
And let's face it. Any scriptures, any original scriptures, the only people that know what to say is a church. Is a church in it. Now
Yeah.
nobody else knows what the original scriptures actually said.
But I can tell you a lot of stuff that they wouldn't actually tell you in church.
The only time I go to church is at Christmas for midnight mass. That's the only time.
Right, you got basically crucify your flesh, right? If you're gonna get a cross with Jesus on it, right? Because there's a difference, right, between a cross and like if you're gonna get a chain or whatever. You can just get a cross, or you can get one with Jesus on there, right? That died on the cross, right? They're two different meanings, right?
Yeah.
Always get the one with Jesus on the cross, and then but what you're gonna have to do is crucify your flesh to that cross before you even put it on and swear by it, you know, and
But are we going to swear by it? Because we wouldn't, because a lot of us know.
look, you got different you got different paths. So when you die, you got like different paths you can take. You got that choice to be with him, yeah, and spend your eternity basically with him, or you can choose another path, right? But it's a very narrow path. It really is. But like it says in the Bible, only few people will make it to another life.
Look, I believed
But
in God.
you can choose that path if you wanted to.
I believed in God until he took my brother at 21-year-old, mate. And then I was like, my brother was in the army. He didn't take drugs. He didn't do anything. And he died at 21. That doesn't happen to people that are nice people. He had never committed a crime. He'd never done anything. So there's no God. Simple as for me anyway now. I'm not telling anybody else not to believe in God. It's just my opinion. Anything you hear on this is not legal advice. It's just opinions, guys. Anyway, let's change the subject. Everybody's pissed off with God. Come on.
Yeah.
What we're going to talk about?
We can talk about Gypsy, because Gypsy's uploading some weird videos lately, isn't he? Have you seen it?
I seen the one today with the security guard. Was that, no, the wee guy, the small man syndrome.
Aye.
It was just
Yeah.
a dot.
The Yeah, I seen that one.
Let's not
I
cut
saw it.
anybody up though. Let's just talk about it. We'll not cut them up because there's
But he
people
is
here
kind
that
of getting
like
a
them.
bit boring, I think.
I just think he puts too many videos out.
He focuses more on quantity than quality.
Quality, aye. Yeah. But I mean, look, everybody can do what they want, right? That's nothing to do with me. I don't dislike everybody or like everybody, but I don't like the fact that when I was speaking to you and other people, Pegasus and that, he's telling me, don't speak to them, they're bad news, and News Now Scotland, they're the same member. I was like, look, I speak to who I want. I said, I've known Ash 10 years, and it doesn't matter what Ash does. He's never done anything wrong to me. I'm going to speak to him. Simple. You've
Yeah.
done nothing but help me, brother. And a lot of people didn't like that. And I know UK, you don't like a lot of things Ash does and that, blah, blah, blah. But since day one, I started this channel. I followed Ash for years before that when he was an auditor. And he always helped me. I had 90 subscribers. He put a video to a friend of his, and I was up over 1,000 in a day. So I can't cut the guy. He's never done nothing to me. Brilliant, Miss Peggy says, no, I don't watch
Yeah,
it.
all I've done is tried to help channels out, for quite a lot of
Even
time,
Gypsy said that you helped him.
His channel was dying after that story broke about him, and I thought, well, it took me months. It took me months, but yeah, Gypsy wouldn't be where he is right now if it wasn't for me. And he's even said that.
UK helped me. UK done my intro. He done my intro
Yeah.
for
So
me.
what YouTube? So what you that people don't care about intros. They know who you are. They don't care about intros and outros, right? They just want
Right.
the video, right? The intros and
intro is good.
outros, they damage your audience retention.
What, the intros?
Yeah.
How?
It damage your, people don't want to watch intros.
But a lot of the big channels have got them.
Yeah, but they don't realise what it's doing, when it comes to ruining their audience retention, and you get a higher click-through rate.
Here, so what about your 3-minute wait before we start?
Yeah,
Is
well,
that no damaging?
yeah, it is.
So why do you do it?
Because it just draws a few more people in beforehand. I don't want to go straight live, and it just draws people in, 3 minute, and it just
I'm
draws
winding you up,
more
brother.
people
You
in.
know that.
But yeah, it does damage your, it does seriously damage your retention.
Look, I'm not in it for views or clicks or anything like that. I told you that. I just want to get the information out that I can get. It's as simple as that. It's no. I've been able to monetize for over 1.5 years now, and I've never ever done it. And how many people have been saying to me, "Oh, just monetize it, just do it. Even if you don't want the money, give it away, do whatever."
As soon as you monetize your channel, Tyrant's he begging this, he begging that, scammer this.
Exactly. And
You
that's
know what
no
it's
me.
like?
We talked about it, and that's no me. I don't want the money. It's no about money. It's about out in these. And I mean, there's a lot of good cops, guys. I'm not saying that. I've met good
Look,
cops.
you're out there for a reason, aren't you? And that's not for the money, You're trying to make change, and maybe positive and
I
change,
want my human rights respected. For me, I've got a 2-year-old, and I want him to be able to have a normal life and not get pulled by police and blah 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 blah. You know
Can
what I
you
mean?
remember Auditing Yorkshire and TJ going to, was it Wakefield headquarters or something? And TJ was saying on, or Auditing Yorkshire was saying on that video, the primary reason why he does this whole auditing is for the money. So
Wait a
he's not
minute.
in it for the right reasons.
There's a question for you, Ash.
I don't answer questions.
Big up Grim Reaper. No, it's
What
just what you
evidence
were
do you,
talking about.
then your personal opinion on intros? So what's that again? So what evidence do you have other than your personal opinion? Yeah, I've got a bit. Grim, if you've got an email, I'll email over you some information about
The proof.
intros and how it has a detrimental effect on your channel. Let me check your channel so I can grab an email from you. If you've got one on your about section.
Respect Grim Reaper for coming in, brother. I appreciate
Yeah,
you.
Grim, what I'll do, bro, is I'll send you an email with a bit of information if you want.
Are you monetized, Pegasus? Like, I'm just asking. Well, a lot of people did say to me, take the money and either give it to charity or do whatever, give it to your subscribers. I done it. I got £500 donated to me, and I gave 5 people £100 each. That's what I done with it. Or you're not. So you're the same as me then. You don't care about the money, Pegasus. That's it. It's not about money for you either. And I get what you're doing because I like what you're doing and the way you're doing it, because it's not all immigrants, but the criminal ones are coming over here and they're still committing crimes. It's as simple as that. And I agree with what you're doing. Ash, we were talking earlier. Are you looking for Grim Reaper's thing now? Aye.
I think there's two different subjects when you're talking about monetisation. There's monetisation and there's donations.
But I didn't even put my donations on, like my super chats or that. This person just sent me 500 quid.
That's my whole point. Is you got monetisation where you just take getting money from AdSense through views on them, which personally I don't have no problem with whatsoever taking money from a company like Google. And then you've got donations where you're asking people to give. I'm monetised, yeah, I don't have donations enabled and I don't have PayPal.
Right. I've only got a PayPal, but I don't even put it on my channel. The guy had to ask me what the PayPal was.
I've never put a PayPal up, and I haven't enabled super chats and like the new super thanks things on videos.
I don't think I would ever do it, mate. It's just not me.
But I don't have a problem with taking the little bit of money what you get from AdSense. I don't see a problem there because the money's either coming to you or Google's keeping it.
They're keeping it, aye. So I see your point there when they're keeping it. Yeah.
Right. So basically, with with audience retention. So if you're a small channel, right? Yeah, what you need as a small channel is get straight to the point. So 3-4 minute videos basically, but get straight to the point. You don't want intros, you don't want outros. It will damage all. But if you're also a large channel, right, with 100,000 subscribers, let's say, then yeah, intros and outros may well be a good idea. But it's still gonna have a detrimental effect on your retention.
Yeah.
So it all depends on also what needs. So like if you take things like the audit community, intros, no good. Everyone knows who you are, right? So there's no point in doing intros because everyone knows who you are, right?
And
that's
the community
what I'm trying to say, yeah. But if you're in, let's say, other niches and that, it could be acceptable. But like I say, it's going to damage audience retention, which then affects click-through rate.
Yeah.
But I'll send over some bits of information for him to read and things about it, and it's quite interesting. But yeah, I'm your man when it comes to YouTube and everything you need to know, and what like how to beat the algorithm as well. Obviously, because I delete a lot of content, you know,
You've been called out on it, and you've had to explain to people.
I'm basically starting from scratch again, you know, so it's going to take, you know, a fair few months really, but you know, the key to growth on YouTube is basically you need to be consistent and patient, right? And like the big, so do you actually know what the biggest traffic source on YouTube is? Browse.
The browse.
Yeah,
Right.
but do you know the fastest way to grow on YouTube?
Tell us.
Suggested video. So when
how
YouTube start promoting your stuff, you will grow.
Because people will be watching and it. Lady Squid's in the house. Hello. Your pal's in, Ash. Lady Squid's in.
I'm not reading the chat. Let me get in there.
She said, I made it. Hello.
You made it.
She made it here, she means. She never made you. She made it here.
Yeah.
Brilliant, eh?
And you know, audience retention does, you know, kind of drive people away from your channel in a way. Think about it, you know,
right. So
because they know who you are. Look, go for an outro we want. You know, it's still going to damage your audience retention. But at the end of the day, you know, rather than you don't also want to upload 20, 30-minute videos, right? People are not interested in you walking around, let's say, a police station and loitering around there, and you know, they don't want to see that. All they want, you need to understand your audience, right, and what they want to watch. Yeah, it's about trying to keep the viewer on the platform for longer. Yeah, and if you then were to, let's say, get a viewer and they were to click on another one of your videos, right, then look, that's a very good thing when it comes to YouTube. But if, let's say, you get a viewer and then they watch one video and they click off that video, YouTube are desperately trying to find a new viewer to your channel. That would be based on that previous viewer's history.
Yeah.
So if they're in, let's say, the car niche and they've watched your video, it's not gonna quite work, is it? Because YouTube are gonna suggest that video to that previous viewer's history, which could be all car related. And it's not gonna do your channel any good. You need to understand your audience. Change the word algorithm for audience, right? And you get a better understanding. And what they want to do is keep the viewer on the platform, right, for longer, right? So what if you what are you likely to watch tomorrow, you know? And it's about trying to keep the viewer on the platform and watching these videos. So if you can just upload the interaction, then you're gonna. It's not about YouTube Shorts and to get views and all. Look, why do you think you get big numbers on YouTube Shorts? Because it's just interaction.
Yeah, it's just short as well, and they're just.
So do that with the long form content as well, and just upload the. They know what your channel's about in this niche. They know what you're about. They know what you're out there to do, right? Yeah, and just upload the interactions. Get straight to the point, straight to the point, and cut it at the end, and just cut out all that bullshit. Just when it comes to loitering around the station, filming cars, and you know. Viewers, if you look on the audio, you don't want viewers. If they're rewinding your stuff, that's super powerful, right? Super powerful. But if they're fast forwarding your stuff because there's no interaction and it's just boring, look, it's going to damage your audience retention, which is going to get a higher click-through rate.
But that's why I use you, Ash, because you can cut out all the shit. You know what I mean? You can put the interaction up. Sorry, on you go, UK.
You know, when you're doing your videos, Ash.
Yeah.
Isn't one of your main criticisms is that they've got no context? What? Like I've heard you say on several occasions. Well, what happened before this? What happened leading up to this?
What bit have they cut out? You mean UK?
Yeah, obviously videos are heavily edited, right? I used to very heavily edit my videos too, right?
See, I never ever edited
But you're now saying that everybody should heavily edit their videos and cut out everything but the interaction.
Yeah, but also you need to cut up the interaction too, and also make it into a good video. Yeah. So if you're just talking about, let's say, Jesus, right? People don't want to watch that in this niche, and so it's about cutting that out and make it and manipulate the story. So maybe you can put like a bit of drama that you had towards the end of that or in the middle towards the front and transform it in a way that's gonna sort of
Get people interested.
you need to manipulate viewers, right, to then bring in more viewers.
Yeah. But you didn't want to be telling people that on here. Come on.
No, but there's a way around it. So you need to start thinking about, right, okay, rather than putting and cutting it as it is from start to finish and cutting it up and then putting it as it in cuts and as a video. No, mix it round a bit. Mix it round if you can and make it a very good video and be more creative. Because that's why you're a content creator. You need to be creative on this platform.
Give me 2 seconds, guys.
It is hard. Editing is probably the hardest thing on this platform, YouTube. It is. But if you get it right and you know how to, then look, you are gonna grow. You're gonna grow big. So try and transform your content around a bit. So start off with a bit of drama. That's also good. And then So if you're having a bit of drama at the end, but also, like it's all to do with editing. It's difficult. It's hard, to try and put a story together.
It's really hard to try and put a story together if you didn't know what you're doing. Especially like me, because I'm no clued up on it all. That's why I was contact you, Ash.
Yeah, well, I like to try and help people, like UK Transparency. If you want a bit of help and add some advice, what you can and can't do.
I was just a little bit confused when you were saying, well, cut out everything but the interaction. But then on your videos, you're saying there's no context to it. What led up to his point? Sound like you obviously can't do both. Cut out all the interaction.
Yeah, but you're gonna get comments. Ignore it. Yeah, but you need to ignore those comments.
Give the interaction.
Yeah, but you need to ignore those kind of comments where it goes, oh, but there was no context to this, and there was nothing. What was you doing before? Yeah, it's also trying to get people to engage with your content. You need to force your viewers into trying to sort of engage, and by cutting this and doing this and doing that and cutting that out, people are going to start asking questions. What was you doing this? What this and that? What's this? And is YouTube love engagement, and the more engagement, the more likely you're going to get that video out there too.
But you know saying that about AB when he was getting accused of that one, and you said there's a big bit missing because it did flick. Remember?
Yeah.
And you're saying what happened in that bit with AB.
AB, you speak to any police officer too, they'll tell you AB is not what you make it out to be. He does, there's something going on there with his video. It's not as it seems. He needs to be a bit more creative, but he is a very creative guy. He's very intelligent, but he does need to be a bit more creative. But don't make it too obvious. Because that's what he is doing at the moment. It's making it too obvious that he's cutting this, doing this, But that's what I mean about making it, transform it in a way that it's not, trying to manipulate it, story basically, and edit it in a way that it is hard work. But so they don't notice it. Yeah.
I mean, look, see when I go, I try and stay calm. Right?
But why do you think in that GCHQ video of mine? Why do you think? I cut out that ending bit. It was the force. It was the force. Yeah, there's also an ongoing complaint at the moment. It is being dealt with.
Transparency, Lady Squid. Pegasus hasn't came up yet. He's invited, but he's no came up.
Yeah.
UK Lady Squid's asking if that was Pegasus. It's not. It's you. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, Ash. On you go.
Yeah. Computer says no Pegasus.
No, I'm the same though, Pegasus. I'm no computer savvy. I phone Ash and ask him what I've got to do, don't I, Ash?
I'm not a hacker, okay? I'm not no hacker, right? But I know about
computers. A hacker, don't
but YouTube, right? This is why I am where I am at the moment is because YouTube have slowed my channel down a bit because when I was uploading all that review video, I would get like
But you're just
50,000, 100,000,
starting. It
200,000
takes you 6
views.
months.
When you beat the algorithm on every video, like I did, YouTube will see you as a hacker, and
You're
that's what
welcome
they thought.
anytime, Pegasus.
That's why also views are down also because obviously if you look from what I used to do till now, I upload my content, still get views. I upload other people's content, got views. With what I'm doing now, not so many, because YouTube have temporarily slowed it down just because of that reason. They
But a
still
lot of
believe
people,
I'm a hacker. They know I know a lot about YouTube though.
a lot of people didn't know that you deleted 25 million views, Ash.
Well, that's it. That's a lot of
People didn't
views.
understand that. But
No, I
that's when he
know.
was an auditor, guys.
Well, not just
25
an auditor.
million views and he deleted it.
As an auditor, I only made about 7 million, and then obviously with other people's then content, 25 million views are deleted on my channel.
And people don't know that. People don't know that.
My videos get 1 million plus on Facebook.
Shut up, Miss Pegasus. Is that shutting up or shutting up, Pegasus? It works for AB. He may get depends on membership, but his viewers are happy. Look, I agree with you, Grim Reaper there, right? AB, he does a good job. He does his videos. He's good at it. But there's certain things, like Ash is saying, that he's cutting out, and we don't know what it is. That's the only thing.
Right. Because when the camera's turning, you'll see a cut, and it's like, hang on, and then it'll just be a 5-second cut. It's like, hang on, why did he just cut that out? What was said or what was done? Maybe he's doing that to also get people to engage.
We should be cutting a lot of the video out.
Yeah, but maybe he's doing that to, like I said, about forcing people to engage in his content.
But I don't know. I think people would engage in his content anyway because he's liked. Look how many viewers he's got, mate. You know what I mean?
Got a big audience.
He's got over 100,000. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But people are saying that he did show his cell when he got the 100,000. I didn't see him showing his cell. So I don't know if he did or not. But I don't think he's ever showed his cell.
Here, if Pegasus hadn't had a spanner, I would have timed him out, telling Miss Pegasus to shut up.
Look, Pegasus allowed a spanner. We need you Miss Pegasus one as well. I don't know
No drama in the chat. No drama in the chat, please, guys.
No domestics, no domestics.
Domestics, innit? Yeah.
What has Pegasus been charged with? Domestic.
I don't think he has been charged with domestic, has he? Nah, he's alright.
I'm joking, Pegasus. You know that, brother. Yeah. But they said the same about me. 11% said I was done with rape. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rape.
Oh, wow. Have you?
Only twice, mate. Only twice.
On a chicken.
No. Here, it was a dog. No, I do not like people that abuse women. Simple. I'm not like that.
Yeah, and Hangman thinks it's acceptable. If you tell me you haven't shouted at a woman, I'll call you a liar. I mean, I've never shouted at like he's trying to make out, being violent and all that.
Look, I've shouted at my wife. I'm not disputing that. I've shouted at her.
But in Scotland, you cannot just be convicted for shouting.
Shouting isn't a crime. If you look at my last video at Glen Office, the cop told me to stop shouting at the WPC because she was lying to me, right? She said, oh, you were in the private area, blah, 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 past the red sign. Now, I had it on video. I didn't pass the red sign, right? And she was like, but we seen you in the car park. I said, no, you didn't, but I was shouting. And the guy's like, stop shouting. I said, what? Is it illegal to shout? It could be. I said, but is it illegal to shout? No. So, at the end of the day,
They try and create crimes. That's the problem, and I just don't like that. And I told them that you're trying to create a crime. I will not leave you in this public place in case you breach security. I said, breaching security? The place is shut. How can I breach it? Idiots. But I didn't know it was shut. It was because it was a Sunday event at 4 o'clock at night, and I thought it was open to 5, but it was shut because of COVID, eh? And that's the only reason. But there were still officers there because they come and spoke to me, obviously. Within a minute and a half of me being there, they were on top of me. 3 of them. Joke. 1 minute and a half. If you watch the video, you'll see it. There's no edits in my videos on them ones. You check it. 1 minute and a half, and he was on top of me. 5 minutes. The first time I went there, they were on top of me. And then the last time, nobody approached me. I spoke to one guy, but he didn't approach me. I spoke to him because he was getting out of a car, eh? But it's crazy.
I'm talking about cars. I mean, like, there's a lot of idiots on the road nowadays, isn't there? You know, it's a lot more people are passing the test. I mean, it's so easy though. But I mean, a driving license. What does it actually mean? It just means to pass it. That doesn't mean you can drive, does it?
No. Hey, I had a license for years. I'm not allowed to drive now. Put it that way. I've got to do one of the special tests now because I was an idiot. I done something silly. I'm not going to say what I done, but I done something silly. You'll be able to find out, Ash. You can how to get all the information. You probably checked up anyway, you can.
No, I've done no research on you.
You're a liar. You're a liar. I don't believe you.
No, I haven't. Not yet.
I'm joking, bro. What do you mean not yet? So it's coming.
No, obviously there's no need for me to search up you, but
I tell you everything, mate. You know that. There's nothing to hide. But yeah, talking about cars. See, on my Facebook reels, right? The most views I get is when I put all the stuff up about the British touring cars. See the views you get on that, man? It's crazy. They're over 1,000 every time. And I've only got 1,500 followers on my reels, you know what I mean? And every one of them's over 1,000. But a lot of people love cars, eh? Lady Squid, I didn't touch your dog, didn't even start. I've got a dog, she says. I don't do dogs, I only do women. And they're no dogs. Agents get back on driving because the instructors are well. Oh, that's well. Pegasus has got an answer for everything, eh?
what's that?
Pegasus has got an answer for everything we say. Look, Asians get a free pass on driving because the instructors are as well, always says.
Yeah.
Brilliant. You can't beat
Brilliant.
it. You can't beat it at all. So what's next on the cards for you, UK? What have you got planned? Nothing?
Nothing for the channel at the moment, TS mate.
What are you not doing a bit of crafts or something for a while?
Crafts now, that was Lord of Audits, wasn't it?
Oh, it was Lord of Audits, that's right. Aye, sorry, brother. Aye, I'm getting you smacked.
You have an upcoming live stream on the 11th, don't you?
Say again, sorry?
You've got an upcoming live stream on the 11th.
No, it's not a live stream. It's just like a tribute video to 9/11.
Yeah, that would be a good watch then.
I always put one up every year.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm at court, but I'll try and get back and catch it if I can get back in time. What time's that at, UK?
It's at 13:46, the exact time that the first plane hit.
So 1:46. I'm at 12:15. I might not be back, but I'll watch it when I come back, brother.
Yeah,
Just truth down. I'm not. Hey, you've always got to tell the truth, Pegasus. You're right. If you tell lies, you've got to keep it up, and you always forget, so people catch you out. You know that yourself. You've got to tell the truth. That's why I don't lie, because if you lie, people catch you out. Ash, what have you got in the background?
Nothing.
You have, because you're flash.
What's that?
There, it's off now, see?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I was
back on.
just moving my headset around.
I think you're watching YouTube in the background.
No, unless I've got an app open somewhere. I don't know. I might need to.
have you got your account cancellation switched on or not?
I don't think you heard that, YouTube. That's it, Ash, that's better. No, it's not. It's back.
I might need to unplug me mic and then plug it back in. That's all. Let me
Try
just do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you, Pegasus. I'm no racist. And it's not that I don't like them all, because I do have coloured friends, but there's certain ones that I just can't go. Certain ones. But I ain't racist at all. Ashley's went quiet. He's taking his mic out. Let's leave him off, eh? I better not say that. He'll not speak to me again, eh?
I'll jump out and come back in.
No bother, bro. Do what
It's
you've
better
got to
now,
do.
Ash.
Oh, is that
You're
better now?
sounding
Yeah.
okay now.
Yeah, as long as it's good now.
It sounds okay now, eh?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
should be
yeah,
better. I've unplugged it back in, so it should be fine. If not, I'll
Yeah, it
jump out.
sounds fine, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Pegasus. You're right. They are such a different kind. But see, when I was in my 20s, I met this guy. He was a Pakistani guy. He moved over here, right? And he had half a head, because when he was in Pakistan, they shot him in the head and blew half his head off. And see, when I seen this guy, I freaked out at first. You know what I mean? Because he only had half a head. And Ken what? See, when I got to know the guy, he was brilliant. He was a great guy. He was. And I mean, we all eat at all these restaurants, so we can't say we don't like them. We all get takeaways for these foreign people, blah blah blah, kebabs, Chinese, whatever. So Pegasus is laughing at me saying that. What? Because he only had half a head.
You probably got half a bottle of wine left, didn't you? Now.
Me, I've drunk the whole bottle.
Oh, so you're on your third, fourth bottle.
I'm going on to the third in a minute.
Aye.
What's wrong? I had a Kenny wee stumpy. Wait a minute till I grab one to see what they're called again. Copperbergs as well.
Yeah.
I can handle my drink unless I'm in a wrong state of mind. One bottle would get me drunk normally if I'm in a bad state of mind. But I can drink like hell when I'm okay. You know what I mean? But then I haven't took my tablets today because it's Sunday. I forgot to order them, so I need to order them tomorrow. So 18 tablets a day, guys. It's crazy. Aye, they'll never find my address because see where it comes up. It's a different town that comes up. Pegasus, where I stay. I stay in a village, but there's only one person knows where I stay, and that's Ash. He's got my address, but he's my friend, so I've nothing to fear there.
Nah, you're alright. I'll send over that drone on Monday.
What phone?
A drone.
Oh, a drone. Oh, are you going to send me a drone?
Yeah, I'll send you my DJI Mavic Mini.
Oh, here we go, boys. I don't need to buy one. She's sending me one. There you go.
Yeah, you can have that. You'll get it Tuesday.
Appreciate it, brother. Save me
Yeah,
a few
it's like,
bob.
yeah, it's just that when I was out in town on Friday and I messaged you and I was like yeah, by the time you replied, obviously I came back and it was late at night anyway. They had shut, and then I couldn't do it Saturday because I was in
Oh,
London.
that's right. I remember you saying you were going to do it on Friday and you were out to post it, but you couldn't get me, yeah?
Yeah, I tried to get hold of you, didn't I? And
I
then
was probably pissed.
yeah, I've got to go to the post office anyway and send over some other things.
Pegasus, I've got 3 body cams. Are you needing a body cam, like? He's looking for he's sending you to send him a camera, but I've got body cams. I've got 3. Are you needing a body cam, Ash?
Well, I've got a lot of stuff you can have. I mean, I've got like mics, headsets. I've got whether you need any of that. I've got like power banks. I've got all sorts of a
We all
gimbal
need
as
everything.
well.
We all need everything because what we do. But I've got 3 body cams and I only need 1, obviously, so I could send a couple to people if they need them.
Mm.
That's what it's all about. Help each other out. See, this is the community that come onto this page that'll back each other. Ash, you old lady with a gimbal. What's going on?
Aye. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do you want that? Yeah. I'll do that on Monday as well, Lady Squid. I've got. Yeah. I've still got it.
Miss Pegasus wants 500 quid. You got it?
What's that? 500 Ash. Oh well. Well the bank has.
The bank's got it, but he'll
Yeah.
try and get it for you. It might take a few weeks, but he'll try.
Yeah. 500. It's not that much anyway, is it?
Look, see if you'd have said that when I got the 500 donation, or I'd have sent it all to you. Put it that
I've
way.
actually got a PS5 as well that I'm not willing to have a penny for.
I know you tried to ask me if I wanted it, but
Yeah.
I'm
I've also got tablets, laptops. Not interested in them. Anyone can have them if they need them, but.
Didn't start because you knew I've been looking for a laptop for ages.
Aye. If I get the
Get your earnings sorted first.
aye, I'm not gonna chuck in a bottle of wine because obviously it's gonna come in a million pieces, isn't it? Really?
It's got to be no. You've got to chuck a bottle of wine in there. You've got to. at least a box of wine.
A box of wine. Yeah. Aye.
Brilliant. You got a charger for you. Oh, have you got a scooter, Lady Squid? Aye. What, one of the mobility ones or just one of the wee electric scooters? She says she got a charger for her scooter. Do you know what she's talking about?
Yeah.
Is it a mobility scooter or one of the wee electric ones? Oh, mobility, yeah.
Yeah.
You need them, eh? I fractured my knee, guys. Did I tell you, Si?
How do you do that?
I was fighting.
Who with? Neighbours.
A guy that stays in this street. And he pushed me and I fractured my knee, so I got up and smashed him over the head with a bottle.
You fractured it, did he?
He fractured my knee, he pushed me over. I went to the hospital, came and they said, we can't put a cast on it because if we put a cast on it, it'll stay that position all the time. You'll never be able to bend it again. So just go through the pain. That's what they said to me. Crazy, eh?
Yeah,
but I can still walk in that. It's sore, but I can walk. But that's just me. The guy wasn't happy I was filming in the street, eh? He's like, don't film me. I said, you're in public, pal. So he come over and he pushed me over, eh? That's what smashed all the back of my phone off. So I got up. I was coming back for the shop, so I got up. I always film because you never know what's going to happen, eh? So I got up and I hit him with a bottle of wine right over the head. And he ran away.
Yeah, do you reckon I should send over Gypsy some screws? Because he's obviously got a few loose.
Hey, here, did you buy a mug?
No.
You'll need. I've got a splint, bro. My wife's bad with arthritis, so she's got splints for her legs and her hands. So I've got splints, bro.
Yeah, Gypsy can't even afford to buy his own merch. You're the thing, if he's going to do a live stream, you're going to want to promote them, right, by wearing them, and also, YouTubers do it all the time, and buy merch and their own merch and wear it, and, or even going out,
It's 13 quid for a mug.
yeah, it's quite expensive, isn't it? The only mug here is him.
That's not what I meant. I meant a cup. Okay. Wait till I show you what I've got, guys. I'm going to put the camera on for a second. Give us a second. I'm going to show
Right.
you. 1 second. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that? Wait a minute. There.
What's that?
That's a World Cup.
Aye.
I've got the World Cup.
Nice.
The Jules Remy trophy. I stole it for the Doug.
Who's
Nah, I
that?
got it for my son. I won it in a competition, eh? I bought 1 ticket for £1 for
Oh,
this.
I'm gonna have to go and make this phone call. I can't say too much of call, but I'm gonna have to make this phone call.
Right, on you go then. Goodbye.
I'll be
Fuck
back
off.
in 5 minutes. I'll be back in 5.
No, fuck off. We don't want you
All
back.
right.
No, I'm only joking, brother. On you go. On you
Big
go.
up Pegasus and Miss Pegasus and Lady Squid. I'll be in the chat though, but it's just I got to make this phone call. I'm on my other phone. Well, it's not like I can jump in my other phone and then ring on that because I need to make this phone call. But yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back. Give us 5 minutes.
No problem, bro. No problem. In a bit. I know what I do, guys, right, is I buy all the St. John's. We're St. Johnston fans, obviously, if you're coming for Perth, so I buy all the tops when they go on at the auction and that, and I get them and I keep them for my son and I put them in frames because he's only 2, eh? So I keep them and then I'm going to give them to him. So I've got lots. I've got the Stevie May when he scored the winner against Rosenborg. I've got both of Rooney's tops when he scored the winners in the cup finals. I've got loads of my more like an hour. You're right, Miss Pegasus. I save a lot of things for my son because I was 45 when he was born, so I don't think I'll be around when he's a big boy, if you get me. So it's good to keep these things and give him them, eh? So we'll see. He better be a Saints fan. He does shout Sainties right enough, but it doesn't mean he's only 2, so he's not going to be learning that quick. In fact, I've never even took him to a game. There's been honest, and I go to all the games. I go every Saturday, but I will take him. But he's got to learn to like it first, eh? Well, Pegasus, we're all getting old, aren't we? You know that. You're probably older than me, though, aren't you? You've got to be at least 35. Rupert. Thanks for popping in, Lady Squid. I'll speak to you later, though. Bye. He's still not. Yes, definitely, darling. I'll keep him up to date. 46, so you're only a year younger than me. You're a 1978 kid then, aren't you? No, wait a minute. 1977. You're a 1977 kid. But I think UK's older than both of us, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm 54.
54. There's nothing wrong with that, mate. Nothing wrong with that.
Feel 84 most days.
Here, I feel 94 most days, but it's still, you've got to go. Miss Pegasus, 1981. Right, wait a minute. 5. Oh, so you're 41, aren't you? Is that right? No. 79. You're 44? I'm not sure. I'm wrong. My wife was 1979, guys. I'm 1976. Okay, sorry, Tyrant. He is an old guy. He's talking about you, brother. 41, I was right the first time. Yeah, yeah. Age isn't, it's just a number, eh? It's only as old as you feel, eh? And you're probably a lot fitter than me, Yuki.
I wouldn't.
You
I
know?
definitely wouldn't give up.
Here, I've got a stick as well, mate. I don't use it a lot, but I've got one. I've got one.
See, to be honest, it's a cold and damp weather. What always cold does mean.
I'm talking to you, Yuki. I missed what you said there.
I says it's the cold and damp weather. What always does mean.
Definitely, eh? The cold weather just makes you worse. I've got bad arthritis as well, eh? So it doesn't
Yeah,
help.
I got arthritis and fibromyalgia.
Oh, have you got fibromyalgia?
Yeah.
And you still put yourself out there to do this? That is respect, brother. That is total respect. Because that isn't easy.
Don't get me wrong. It don't affect me as bad as it can. I've seen it affect a lot of people. Like,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah. Miss
it's,
Pegasus, you only feel 85 because you're with Pegasus. You're
still
looking
not
after
nice.
him.
Nice some days.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely. It's no easy, is it? You must get up some days and feel terrible.
Yeah, to be honest, the only way I can explain the fibro to people is, when you stepped off a pavement and slightly twisted your ankle,
Yeah.
and you got that pain that makes you feel sick for a little while.
Yeah.
It's like that, but throughout the whole body.
It's no good, is it? Pegasus, you're gonna punch me when you see me, aren't you? Yeah, that can't be good though, mate. Even feeling sick sometimes makes me really bad. You know, I hate that feeling. But it's probably all the alcohol, right enough, isn't
It don't help.
it? You can only do what you can do, as you say, bro. You know.
Oh, like I haven't drank. I haven't been about possibly 8-9 years since I had a proper drink. Like,
Do you never go out at all, like for a wee night?
not very often, to be honest. I mean, last time went out to to a club. To be honest, I felt more like a teacher at a school dance kind of thing.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
made me feel even fucking older than what I am.
Aye, because it's all young age and you're there like that. Aye, I get it. Look, Ash isn't going to wimp out of Glastonbury because I'm not going to let him, Pegasus. Me, you, Ash, and your missus, we're going. And I'm paying, and I told you I'll pay for the hotels a lot. We're going to have a good night, good weekend. We're going to have a great time. I've got
Yep.
grey hair too, Miss Pegasus, so don't be slagging your man.
Never been to Glastonbury Festival. Been to Glastonbury town a few times, but never been to a festival.
I go to festivals all the time, but I'm more into like rewinding that, the 80s stuff and that, eh?
Mm-hmm.
But I do like a lot of modern music, but no as much as I like the older stuff because I'm an older guy. I grew up with my mum listening to all the crap, Patsy Cline, and you know the crack. Crazy, I'm crazy for
Mm-hmm.
feeling so lonely. All that, you know. But you get into it, and I loved the 80s because I was just, well, the late 80s, I was getting into a teenager, so I loved all that music, eh? Erasure, the House Martins, all that. I loved it.
Let's say I was more of a rocker. I was more into.
Oh no, I liked punk and that, the Jam
Yeah.
and all that. I liked all that too.
I was more thrash metal, to be honest. When I was.
Oh, were you a
Younger.
heavy metal dude, aye?
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
mate next door's right into all that. He's a heavy metal dude. And I was a bit confused about us saying about the intros because I was telling him the day my mate was going to play a song for me to put on at the start, and he's like, "Ah, that's a good idea." And then when I said you done my intro, he was like, "But you don't need an intro because it causes this and that." That confused me a bit. So I think an intro is a good thing for me anyway. But everybody's different, you know.
I think I think, to be honest, as a reasonable time scale on an intro. Like, I mean, I think if you're heading
Wait,
into, like,
you didn't make it too long. It wasn't too
yeah,
long.
that's what I mean. If you're heading into like anything over like 30 seconds, then yeah, people are going to get bored seeing that every single video. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't put it on every video, but I've put it on a good few, but I don't put them on everyone. But it, the bit I like is you've got the magnifying glass going on Tyrantsearcher in the fire, and it's got like, share, subscribe. That's what you want people to see, isn't it? You know. So what can you do? Eh?
And
I
like,
did mention you, Miss Pegasus. I said you were coming as well.
I've learned like all the editing myself from YouTube videos. To be honest, so like
But you
looking
know
in
how
a
to
way
do
that
it. That's
in
the
a
thing.
way that like I can change up the intro every like
Every video if you want.
well, yeah, every video or like once a month or something like that. So it's not the same thing.
Yeah. And that's a good thing because then people aren't seeing the same thing all the time, as you say, eh? You know? If you're putting the same one up all the time, people are going to go, "Oh, I'm watching this again. I'm watching this again."
Mhm.
One of them.
But I I I have sort of cut it back, and I try and average about 20 seconds maximum now at the very most, like for the intro.
Because then people aren't getting bored of seeing it for 20
Mhm.
seconds. That's the thing. I mean, I've seen videos where there's like a 3-minute intro, and you're like, "What?" I turn it off or skip past the intro when they're doing that, you know?
Yeah, and I think that's what I think that, in all fairness, I think that's what Ash was saying is that
Good night, Miss Pegasus.
if it's the same thing all while, or it goes on for too long, people will skip through it, and then
Yeah,
and then
definitely.
and then like that's what he was saying is you like is a skip through rate obviously goes up because people are skipping through the intro.
Yeah, but he started putting a 3-minute countdown on the start of his videos. 3 minutes. Again, how it goes counts down for the 3 minutes down to the start. That's what he started doing
Yeah, on his premieres.
on his premieres. I think he does it. No, I don't think he does it on his lives, does he? The most, if I ever done that, it would be like a 30-second countdown or something. You didn't need 3 minutes.
And I think with premieres, I think the least you can have is a minute anyway, I believe.
Well, mine gives me 30 seconds, but I think that's on lives.
Yeah, that's on lives on premieres. I think it's a minute in it.
Well,
The
even
least
a
you can have.
minute. You don't need 3 minutes. unless he's getting ready to do something. He's maybe rolling a spliff or something, eh?
You know, I'd like, I do get, like, I mean, if I think if you're giving, say, 24 hours notice, and chances are the people what are going to be coming into that premiere have probably hit the notification or whatever
Yeah.
by then anyway. But
So you don't need a countdown.
He's right in a way that once your premiere starts, it you know, because it comes up on YouTube that so and so's got a premiere.
Yeah.
So like that 3 minute buffer is just, it does help to get them few last people what haven't hit the notification kind of thing into a premiere.
Yeah.
So he's right where that is.
I get it. And look, I'm not cutting him up. I like Ash. Everybody knows that, right? But he knows a lot about YouTube, and he does help me, guys. And people are always asking me, why do you speak to Ash when he's calling people frauditors, blah blah. He's not called me anything, and I get why people don't like what he's saying. I get it. I do get it. But it's freedom of speech at the end of the day. If we're allowed to say what we want, surely he's bound to be allowed to say what he wants. But he shouldn't be saying it about people he knows. I get that.
No, I've never once had a problem with a videos. Every If you're putting yourself onto social media, everybody's got the right to have an opinion about
Yeah.
what you're putting into a public platform.
It
And
was the addresses and that. I
yeah,
understand.
I was going to. Well, I wasn't going to repeat that bit, but I was going to say, what bit I had a
Yeah.
problem with,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
his response to it.
But when BBA spoke to him, he agreed to stop it, and he did stop it there and then.
He
I
hasn't
don't
done
know
it
if you
because
know that.
he's done it again since then, hasn't
Has he?
he? Yeah.
I never seen it, bro. And I usually see all his stuff. I've not seen it, but he must have if you're saying that, because I know you wouldn't say that. That's not right. But
And
when BB
if I gotta be honest, I think like, I'm not gonna rib him or anything out it or anything. But I think what a lot of it is, I think Ash might be missing the negative interactions he used to get from
these people,
auditing,
yeah,
and I think that's
guys,
going
he's not
some
finished.
towards like he feels that he's getting negative interactions now from people, so it's sort of a replacement. Maybe I can't say that's
UK,
what it is for definite, but
he's not finished. You know what he's doing. Surely you know what he's doing. Could you guess what he's doing? Put it that way.
to be honest, regardless of his intentions about the
He's done
videos,
this in between, which is wrong. Yeah,
yeah,
I get it, but he had nothing else to do. I don't think he started out to call people out and make bad comments, blah blah blah. I think he just wanted to review the videos, but then it turned into the auditors were wrong, the auditors were wrong, the auditors were wrong. But a lot of the times the auditors weren't wrong, you know? And he should know that because he's done it. He done it for that long. He knows what the cops are like. He knows. Not all cops, just the bad cops. He knows.
and
So he
to be honest, even if he believes in what he's saying, that totally is right to believe it. It's
exactly. Everybody's entitled to an opinion. I get that. I get
is
that.
like the other stuff there ain't really any need for.
I think that if you don't tell the truth about what you're thinking, it's just wrong. You need to tell the truth. Because at the end of the day, if you tell lies, you've got to remember that lie for the rest of your life. Because these people are going to call you as soon as you say it. Different.
Well, if you look at like just not so long back, would he look? I says about like does he says he was saying that like we should all cut the videos down to
Yeah.
just the interaction, and like I brought up that one of his main criticisms is
Yeah.
that as now context, and he says, well, his own wording was, well, you should just ignore that them comments. Well, that's saying to me that he's not really believing what he's putting
What
on the
he's saying,
video.
yeah. Yeah. See me. I answer every comment, good or bad. And if it's bad, I tell them, look, I'm not asking you to watch my stuff. If you don't want to watch it, just don't watch it. I'm not being cheeky. And I always say thanks for watching anyway at the end of it, even if it's a bad comment. I've not got a problem with people giving me bad comments. Simple as that. That's what it's all about. You've got people are going to like you and people are not going to like you. It's as simple as that. So
That's it. I mean, like I don't know about yourself, but like when I was out quite regular, like to be honest, if I didn't receive an email, at least one email a week, threatening me life, and like I was having a slow week.
we get it all the time, mate. If I find out where you stay, I'm coming to do you. Just send me your address and I'll come and see you, I say. You know what I mean? I wouldn't give people my address, but I would go and see them 100%.
I'll just reply. You do realise you've got to leave your mum's basement for that to happen. And
Again. Aye, brilliant. Because actually, the people that do that probably are staying in their mum's basement. That's the problem. You know? Who's he phoning?
you know, I have one guy come on to pretty much near enough every video I post, like slagging me off and that, and
Yeah.
like he comes onto the channel,
Yeah.
watches the video, slags me off, and then he, like when I basically take the piss out of him in the comment section,
He hates it.
he's threatening to file the police for harassment. I say, carry on, good luck with that.
It's not going to work, is it? Because he's the
No.
one that's starting it.
Yeah,
Idiot.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere near his channel. He's coming to me.
Exactly, bro. You get it all the time, eh? Ash has passed having a ball. You know exactly what he's doing, Pegasus, eh? He's passed right out.
Yeah, but I'll just keep them talking in the comment section. I do on the videos when they come in, because YouTube itself don't see good comments, don't see bad comments, it don't see likes, don't see dislikes.
You just see comments.
All it sees is viewer interaction. So
Yeah.
longer you keep them chatting away in the comments, then YouTube just see more viewer interaction, whether that comment is good or bad.
That's it, eh, at the end of the day. And YouTube want you to have more comments and that, because then it helps your algorithm, obviously. You know? And the views obviously help your algorithm, but it's weird, man. I don't know. Ash must have studied all this, because he seems to know a lot about it. He's got to have been right, but he's been doing it for years, eh? I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. But what can you do, eh? When you live in a zoo, as
I
I
mean,
say.
well, what you've also got to consider is, most likely the reason why uh, Ash was getting such a high amount of views on his videos when he was an auditor is because at the time there wasn't really that many doing it
Yeah,
over there.
there
You know
wasn't
what I
a
mean?
lot out there, you're right, aye.
Yeah,
And he done the silent audits. I think he was the first one over here to do that, wasn't he?
yeah.
And that helped him as well. You know, but why would you delete 25 million views? I'd have
Do,
left
do,
that channel up and started a new one.
do you know? Do you know the meaning behind the silent audit?
No.
So this is the kind of thing that I research. There's nothing to do something. You've got to be able to understand it fully.
Yeah.
And the silent audit originated as a what do we call it? Like a not a testament, like a support for going back to the slave days, where the slaves weren't allowed to have a voice, weren't allowed to talk to each other.
They weren't allowed to do anything, were they?
Now, because if they talk to each other, then they could communicate, which means they could plan to escape, could plan to I mean, like Albert Run kind of thing, kind of thing. So that's why we were stopped from being able to talk to each other. Well,
Yeah.
look, that's what to my understanding, that's where the silent audit come from. Was in support of the slave days, where slaves weren't allowed to talk.
Yeah, I agree with that, like, definitely. I think that's exactly where it came from, isn't it? This mic keeps going off, like, I don't know what's going on with it. I think it's because my phone got dropped when I fucking hit that boy, eh?
Another type of audit that I like, and to be honest, I've never seen anyone do it over here. Is I've seen Johnny Five Out does it
I
sometimes
know
over in
Johnny,
Spain,
aye. Johnny's a good guy.
whereas and also Freaking Media and Michigan
Good night,
Newspaper,
Pegasus, brother.
that they do it sometimes as well, where you got like two auditors, and the police come, and the two auditors just start talking to each other and totally ignore the police altogether.
They're the best ones, eh? Johnny Five-O's got cancer, mate.
He's got the all clear, I believe.
Has he been cleared now?
Yeah, I'm sure last time I spoke to him, I asked him how he was getting on, and he says he'd had the all clear. He's
That's good.
he's obviously still in like recovery kind of thing from treatments and that, but
Yeah, because the treatment kills you, eh?
yeah, the treatment can take a lot out of you, can't it? But I believe like he has had the all clear.
Good, because I like Johnny. He's a good guy, and I like the way he does it.
Yeah, he's definitely got the vocal judo in there.
Oh, aye, definitely. I mean, I started watching Americans at first because I didn't know what happened here, eh? And then the very first person I found was Ash, to be honest. And that was the time I think he got assaulted in the town. I'm sure somebody assaulted him or something, and I was like, wow, that guy just hit him for filming. But I think a guy had been killed in an accident or something, a workman, I don't know. But the guy assaulted him, eh? It was crazy.
And yeah, I mean, like to be honest, going back then, you was almost guaranteed an hands-on situation when you went out, weren't you?
Oh, but it still happens now. That guy.
Oh yeah, it still happens, but there's a lot more people what are educated on that side of the law kind of thing now, isn't there?
Yeah, they do. They're getting educated now. Yeah. Well, there yesterday, the guy attacked me because I was filming. That was just yesterday. You know what I mean? In my own street, but he stays in the street, so he knows that it's no finish with. But I'm not going to say nothing on here, obviously. You know, but he had to run off at the end anyway with a bleeding head. That's all that matters. Came up. I can forgive, but I can never forget, UK. Eh?
That's it.
You can forgive, but you'll never forget. Eh? That's just the way it is. So he knows every time I see him, I'm going to be saying something or doing something. Wee rat. He's a wee crackhead anyway. So time is coming for him. But what can you do? Right, what time are we on? Right, we've been on 3.5. Right, I think we'll call it right, brother.
Okay, that way.
Ash doesn't seem to be coming back. So everybody's leaving, I think. What we got, 6? Aye, I think we're probably better calling it, eh? Thanks for coming on, brother.
Okay,
I appreciate it.
no problem.
And you're welcome anytime, you know that. And I'll be watching yours tomorrow once I'm out of court. If I'm on a break, oh, wait a minute, court shut between 1 and 2, so I'll be able to watch it live. It shuts between 1 and 2 for dinner. So
yeah, so it ain't like any auditing or anything. It's just
Miss Tyrant, I'm just away to phone you, so don't say good night already. Unless you're speaking to UK and that. That's the wife saying good night, guys.
Good night, Mrs. Tyrant.
Later's DJ. DJ, how did you not come up? I put the link up. You're some boy. I'll speak to you tomorrow, Jojo. That court case starts tomorrow. I'll let you ken what goes on. Yeah. So I'm going to be obviously doing a live tomorrow to let people know what's going on and see what I'm going to audio record, but I'm going to try and video record with the glasses, eh? But we'll see what they say. I don't think they'll notice the glasses because it's just a pinhole, eh? So, oh, you were in the bath, brother. Sorry, bro. Email me, bro, and we'll get a crack. Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah. Aye, so we're going to call it night. Sorry, on you go, you. Stuart, I'm calling you Sean. I'll speak to you soon, brother. Appreciate you coming on. Thanks very much, bro. And I'll speak to you in the next time, brother, right? Right, guys. Thanks for everybody that's been on. I can't remember everybody, but Pegasus, Lady Squid, Mrs. Pegasus. Who else have we got? Obviously, UK Transparency, Frauditor UK, TJ Burger Boy, and Mrs. Tyrantsearcher. There was a lot more, but they're all gone and I've not got all the messages here. So thanks for coming on, guys, and I'll give you an update tomorrow about what happens. But I have to go and phone Mrs. Tyrant because she's not very happy with me right now. Are you, babes? Right, guys. Good night. God bless. Much love and respect for the Searcher fam. Speak to you soon, guys. Goodbye.